Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Marvel's Midnight Suns. We're going to be jumping back in, and I really would like to continue with the main story, and yet I'm also mindful of the fact that this feels like an opportunity to learn the mechanics, and I continue to make a few unintended mistakes during the combat, so I want to take a look at the mirror table and see what information, if any, it gives us about, like, the next story mission. Let me just double check here. New ability to upgrade. Yeah, I don't think that I can afford it. Forgive me for going back here and double checking, but let me just re-verify. I really feel like I would have done this last time.
Makes perfect.
Yeah, Quick Blast could get an upgrade if only I had the 30 attack essence, and unless we see some, like, just lingering around the yard here, pretty sure that that is off the table until after our next combat. I might also go and pet Charlie, because as of last episode, we did discover that I'm supposed to pet Charlie every day in order to upgrade her combat abilities. Let me just see here. We've probably already done it, but since I spent many days not doing it, let's just go straight north into the forge. Yeah, there she is. We'll just make sure.
Good girl, Charlie.
That did not look like I pet Charlie yet. The way that I figure it, at worst, we've given the dog an extra pet. Hello to Maxine. Maxine, I hope you had a great Tuesday. Okay, so now we are, as far as I know, let me just peek out here real quick, but as far as I know, on to our next mirror table mission, which is not going to be our next. I don't have any keys, do I? I'm actually not 100% sure what it is that gives me keys every once in a while. I feel like I look and then I have a key all of a sudden. It is probably abundantly clear what gives me a key, and I just haven't been paying close enough attention. Maxine won't be able to stay long because she has to sleep soon, but does say that she had a great... Oh, we couldn't do this even if we wanted to because we sent Doctor Strange off. Okay. So up at the top it says New York City 4. Does that indicate that we should be at 4th level, or what does the 4 mean? I can't go up to it. And we can't do that one because we've done that. But Maxine, I'm glad that you had a good Tuesday. Jägermeister says, I hear you're impersonating Mia tonight. I saw in Mia's Discord that she won't be able to go live tonight because she'd normally be doing so with Chivalry, and there's a problem with a new, not a problem, but Chivalry is configuring a brand new graphics card that he got. And hello to Drienne, who has been summoned by the mention of a bat in the episode title. Hello to Drienne. Drienne, I hope that you also had a nice Tuesday, as well as Moo. I didn't say impersonating, I said filling the Mia void. I would never dare to say that I can fill the Mia void. I was very much looking forward to watching her stream today, and then only just recently saw that she will not be live. So let's do the tougher of the two, which is supply run. I don't know, aside from like difficulty, I don't know if you get better rewards off of this. I actually kind of need the artifact more. But I'm not flush with intel, and we do have a lot of intel missions. So yeah, we'll do this. Okay. Required heroes, Blade, who is at level 5, and we're going to get a Gamma Coil and Intel Cache, and apply bleeding to enemies 4 times. And we'll get an Arcane Key. Okay, well there we go. That's how we get an Arcane Key. You do have to select it. Okay, that's why it didn't happen last time. And I know that when we did the tutorial, that was also, like, present, but... Oh, I love the fact that you can also look at this. So we want to bring Nico and Iron Man, and then we will have the results for this. What a great thing that they let you check your research requirements from here. Also, hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Jägermeister is voting for some F-bombs to... What is it saying that I can't do? Continue. I have 4 intel. Let me look at chat here real quick. Drienne Levote says, a lot of people not able to stream today. Nice to catch you on. Who I know that you were on earlier, Drienne, playing some Grounded. I didn't want to look too carefully because I'd like to play Grounded myself. But it sure looks like a great game. I hope you had a lot of fun. Honestly, why can't I do this? What if I take that off? Okay. How about the easy one, then? That'll move forward on. Is Blade not available? Like, Blade is available. Blade. Apply. Oh! Clearly, I needed to hit the continue button. Okay, so Nico and Iron Man, like the decision's already made for us. And it's great to have them because they are also some of the lower level characters and I would have wanted to increase them anyway. So, yeah, let's hit it. Straight into it. Drienne was on. I love I really like the little hero shot of them entering the portal. Drienne says, I was on, but my usual companions were all unavailable. Sorry, BTR, Glomdy, and Mia and Shiv are all unable to stream today. What's up with the others? I know that Shiv is like a video graphics upgrade, but what's going on with Glomdy and Sorry, BTR? Tuesday is usually so full of wonderful streamers that I have about 4 tabs open at a time. I'm the same way, Drienne, and I spent all day looking forward to seeing Mia's stream. I didn't think that we were going to stream at all because I saw that she was intending to go live around 5 today. But, okay, so break the enemy protection to access the trucks. I'm going to move the mouse cursor again. Mouse cursor really likes to center in this game. Use the recover supplies card to secure the supplies.
With everything going on, Hydra is still attempting to smuggle artifacts right under our noses. Fortunately, we have a chance here to get a couple of them back.
Gain 6 heroism on that guy. All right.
They roll out.
So,
let's knock it out.
Okay, and I did get the challenge to apply bleeding 4 times. So why don't we just open with that? That seems like a good place to start.
Exactly what I needed.
Now, I need to start paying more attention to who everybody's attacking. We've got 2 people attacking Iron Man and 3 attacking Nico. So, this person is like a minion, so we can just dispatch that person immediately. And that person's also a minion. So, yeah, we don't want to attack those people with Blade, but they'll be easy, I hope, for us to take out. Let's do Strike, because Strike will allow us to light 2 people up with bleeding. And let's hit these 2 people.
Kiss the mother with that mouth.
Okay, now if we do another strike, yeah, we get to set 2 more people to bleed. Yeah, I kind of feel like we should just go for it. Well, then again, hold on, but I don't want to use quick strike. I don't want to use quick strike. I can't recover supplies, nor would I want to give that up. I don't want to stake. Oh, I do have a strike left. The only trouble is then these people all get to attack. But maybe one of the things is that I need to be less concerned about taking damage. I don't know, man. I really don't want everybody to attack Iron Man and Nico. So what if I did a blast? Okay, how about this? We're going to redraw blast. And what if we now move Iron Man here? If I can knock this guy into that guy, then they both die. And if I can't, we can also throw a crate. Couldn't we? Can we throw a crate at this guy? Yeah. I don't know. That works for me. Okay. Apparently he was going to think about it for a minute. With Sorry BTR says, Drienne, it was work. With Glomby, it's that they're still recovering from being sick. Oh, I didn't realize that Glomby was that bad off. I hope that they're feeling better. Coco was because of work, while Dre and Triss had an appointment to go to. Wow. Maxine is saying you only had 2 years. Drienne saying, that's true, but my brain seems to thrive on multitasking and shut down if there's only one input. That's why I always have music, a show, or stream on while doing chores or art as examples. There's certain tasks that I really benefit from having something happening in the background, and others where I'll like turn things down. Yeah, let's Iron Man this. Okay, but we didn't move yet, right? So if we move Iron Man here, actually, let's do it with Nico. Well, I don't know that we've seen Nico's vault attack yet. Yeah, if we move Nico... Yeah, that's too far away. If we move Nico here... Okay, I don't know why the characters are thinking so hard about, like, do you want to do this thing that I've asked? Let's do this and take this person out. It's super overkill, but basically this is a way to take that damage out of the enemy side and still allow us to do strike with blade, which is actually going to satisfy our make 4 people bleed.
It's on.
Good one.
Okay, there's our bonus objective. So we're going to get an arcane key out of this. And that's everything I can do, because I don't want to use an item just now. So what we can expect to see is 2 people attack Iron Man and 2 people attack Nico. That's not going to be enough to take them out. And there is one thing where I still don't know, is there a way to, like, investigate an enemy so that you know what damage they're going to do? No, that's combat items. Yeah, I don't know.
Forever in service.
Because this game, somebody had asked much earlier, does this game have a random number generator like XCOM? And the answer is no. And oftentimes, if the enemies are going to do like 16 points of damage in a game like this, you can see that. Like, you understand that that's what it's going to be in advance. Not always, but a lot of games like this are very transparent about how the enemies work. Just a free 22 points of damage on all these guys, which, by the way, goes right through that guy's shield.
That truck is about to move out. You're running out of time.
Supplies remaining 2. Is that turns remaining 2? So, let's take a look at Blood for Blood. On a KO, restore 20 health to Nico or an ally randomly selected. So this person's going to die at the end of their turn. We do have a couple extra minions that we can work with. We need to do one thing quickly so that we can bring Iron Man out of it. Let's... Yeah, we got a couple people that are appealing targets to die. So let's... These guys are all lined up in a way that really makes me think that there must be some way to do like a line attack on them or something. So let's take this person out.
Playtime's over.
Going AFK briefly. Oh, hello to Jab. Going AFK briefly to acquire sustenance. Be back soon. We will see you then, Drian. Thanks. Slow. Heroic cards cost 1 more heroism to use for 1 turn. Okay, then we don't want to do very much of that. Blade has a lifesteal. He's the only one that doesn't need any extra health. Call to action is gain 6 heroism. It's free. I don't know if we want it just yet. We could do a hero combo, knock this guy. It's not quite enough to take him out, but that plus the bleeding would get it done, I think. And we've got knockback, which is forceful. It doesn't say anything about... Okay, so I think we're going to move... Yeah, we can definitely kick this. Okay, let's have Iron Man move over here.
Keep an eye on Edward.
And then we're going to kick the couch. Nope. So... Yeah, we can hit those 2 guys or that guy. Let's do... I don't know. I don't know what's best. Let's hit these guys because I feel like these other two guys are theoretically easier to knock into one another. Because they're just closer together, the two survivors there. Like, I don't think that Blast is going to do it because, like, the angle's wrong. Oh, but we could throw this crate at one of them. Yeah, that'd do it. That's going to use a heroism point. But we're going to get +1 heroism here. I still have 3 card plays on this turn. So, yeah, let's throw a crate. Let's throw it right at that guy. I don't know why they're thinking so much between moves. This is a new behavior. Okay. We have 0 heroism. Let's get 6 heroism. It's free. It did take a card play, but I feel okay with that. So any attack on this guy kills him. If we did a blast on this guy... Oh, that guy's immune to knockback, so we can't really do it. However, hero combo really does feel like a good choice here. On combo, yeah. If we did a hero combo on this guy or stake on that guy, we'd get back 20 hit points. But who is everybody attacking? One person's attacking Blade, 1 Iron Man, and 2 Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man has enough hit points to survive this. So we're going to do hero combo on this guy. Yeah.
It's you and me.
Imagine if we actually practiced that.
Hello to Marquack. Marquack, I hope you had a great weekend. Okay. I don't feel like I need to prioritize this when I could hopefully kill somebody and have less damage coming in. This person's bleeding. This person's bleeding. If I could... Well, that person's also bleeding, but not enough to kill them. So, if we were to do... Blast on... No, that's still not going to kill him, though. Not unless I knock him into something real good. Yep, that'd do more damage. Okay. Yeah, that might be enough to kill him on his bleed. One thing we've learned about this game is that speed is of the essence. Not of turn, but of, like, finishing up and... Like, winning the combat is super important. So I don't think anybody dies or falls on our category.
Well, that's one artifact we probably won't see again.
Wait,
Try
what?
Not to let the others get away so easily.
Okay. So this is exactly what I was talking about, where I thought that we had 2 turns before that truck left. Did it say on the screen?
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
It's your time now.
Okay, time out. I need to look at this interface because I thought...
I may be hurt here. Just a little.
Right. Recover supplies. Supplies remaining 1. Is it just... It's just the fact that the... Because I would have used this, you guys. You have no idea. I absolutely would have just used this instead of doing that attack. Let's use it now. Hold on. We're going to have Iron Man come over because he's... Yeah, he really took a wallop that time. Defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission.
The
Okay,
artifacts
yeah.
are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while
Super
you're there?
embarrassing, actually, to have taken all of that extra damage and lost out on one of the crates. Anyway, let's do a quick blast. Well, hold on. We should add the knockback. We should add the knockback. There we go.
This should be good.
Mark Lock is saying... Well, Jad was saying that he hates shield guys. I like setting shield guys to bleed because it's so satisfying watching all of that protection go to nothing. Mark Walker saying it was nice but far too brief weekend. Sadly, I continued to fail in my quest to win the lottery. Oh, don't I know it. All right, so we're going to do blood for blood.
Here we go.
Fair enough.
Nice.
We've done it. Excellent work.
Well, she's being very kind with the excellent there. Honest to God, 3 stars. How? We're definitely not changing. We're definitely not going to a harder difficulty level. I haven't come really close to like losing any missions, but I'm not doing a great job of winning them yet. I feel like the higher heroic tiers would be ideal for your second playthrough, for example. Hello to Ronan, if I didn't say that. Markwack says, I think that blame needs to be laid at the feet of the game for not being clear on the mechanics. Because there's been other missions where it's very clear, like, you have 2 turns until, like, the cache is locked or detonates or something. So I did see that it saw 2, what's it called? But I fully thought that meant 2 turns. And jab means in all games. That also came up in Fist as well. I had a lot of difficulty with the shield enemies in that. Okay. We're not level 8, so there's no value in going to the Blood Gate. I'll tell you what, when I hit like level 7, I'll go try the Blood Gate, right? Like, I don't necessarily need to be level 8. We can just be close. Just look around. Still working out on what schedule objects around the grounds might respawn. And again, I'm pretty sure that it might be after a major story mission or maybe a chapter break, because it doesn't seem to be every day. Although the little glimmers, the random pickups of like goodness that you can find, the crafting points and stuff, those do recharge like every time period. Just be walking around and they'll be there. It doesn't look like anybody has anything to say to Hunter today. No, even Agatha's very in her own thoughts. Oh, hold on. Let me see if there's any... Yep, something new here. As she falters, open the book and offer unto her the knowledge of things remembered.
Hunter, hello.
Note from caretaker on Abbey settlement issues. We both knew that bringing the Abbey to Salem was bound to cause issues, regardless of how magically attuned the area was. The stonework seems to be mostly unscathed, but I've noticed some unusual happenings in the ground since the transition. Have you seen anything? The transient soil, along with various flora and fauna that came along for the ride, aren't acclimating like I'd hoped. There are strange energies here that I can't explain away. We should both stay vigilant until we know for sure. Hold on. Awesome. Okay, so our arcane knowledge has gone up. Two more cosmetic rewards from arcane chests, and I got a key. That's right. We should go expend that. The world according to Loki, by Loki, true ruler of the 10 realms. Someone of my background and skill set must find interesting ways to pass the nearly infinite stretches of boredom. To be blunt, I do seek power and conquest, as many have alluded to in the past, but I also seek out my own forms of entertainment. This, I believe, adds the spice of life to many of these so-called heroes' rather dull existence. It is quite easy to do what you are told. Follow orders, stay in line, do not oppress the weak, blah blah blah. Where's the challenge there? Imagine my dear brother Thor's adolescence without the occasional giant spider manifestation to create chaos and liven things up a bit. Without my contributions, his younger years would have been a never-ending series of training exercises while listening to our father ramble on for all eternity. I like to think that Thor welcomed the occasional serpent attack on the city of Asgard. Is Asgard a realm, a city, or is it both? Is it like New York the state and New York the city? Anyway, Moments like those give him a chance to show off and flex those meathead muscles of his. Without me, he would be on his own searching out trouble. I merely bring it right to his front door so he can play hero. However, there were times when he was not quite thrilled that I took what I considered to be exciting and unique creative liberties. I do not think he especially liked being turned into a frog, or a woman for that matter. We did have fun, didn't we, dear brother? Well, at least I did. Guys of Invictus, hello to you! At long last I have returned! Hello, y'all! All of the above. Hello to, guys. I hope that you are having a great Monday and a great entry into the new year. And yeah, Marquack, I know exactly what you mean about the weekend being so short. I was having a great time being on vacation. Yeah, we've got some new recipes here, but alas, I don't have any more Wolfsbane common gift recipes. Oh, I want that palette. I definitely want that palette. Okay. What is the... Whoops. And that's still running. What do we think is the most high-level chest that we can open? This one is actually already opened. Showgrounds. That is a button, and it's right there. So the purple one is already opened. We go to the one next to Hunter's Folly. Yeah, we're just going to go there. Grumpy wants to know, does it gnaw at you, that prawn suit? Not attached to the sea truck. Grumpy, I am legitimately really looking forward to it. That is a reference to Subnautica Below Zero, which I thought Grumpy got a brand new patch, but it turned out it was just a random Steam notification of an earlier patch. So we got something for Iron Man, and I actually didn't catch the other two things. I was looking at the gilded palette that we got for Iron Man. Let's check it out, because I'm curious. Customization. Whoops. Hold on. Oh, Lucha Freddy also sent me his pictures of magic from Marvel Strike Force. Yeah, it's a very... Like, the character is very clearly the same. Like, the character model, it looks like either the same artist or even the same engine was used. Like, graphically, it's very, very close. Is this gilded? Oh, it's so gaudy. Wow. Oh my god. Iron Man better be spec'd as a tank, because even I would attack him coming into battle dressed like that. Okay, and then we have some sort of new... Okay, I mean, I could see that. I do kind of like his starter set, but this looks... It looks a little bit more business-like, honestly, without the tight jeans. Let's put Tony in that. The... Tech tuxedo. It's just jeans and a t-shirt and a little overcoat. Okay. Those are very tight jeans though. What are they called? What are the pants that look like jeans but they're actually spandex? What the hell are those called? I used to see commercials for them all the time. Jab says, so Maxine is heading out. Maxine, have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you get a good night's sleep. All right, we've got everything here. Yeah. Let's head back to the Abbey. Ronan agreed that was a lot of gold. Jab was saying a realm is a place ruled by a definition. Ruled by definition, I think. And guys, Invictus was in tech tuxedo. Looks about right for the tech industry. Yeah, I don't know where that started exactly. I'm going to come out at a formal event dressed in like a polo and jeans or whatever. This odd mix of something that's kind of nice but also extremely casual. Or what was it, like a suit jacket and jeans? Okay. We've done a once around. I feel like that's everything that we can do for tonight. But I mean, that's everything we can do for tonight. This is the first night at the Abbey where no one has been available for EMO Kids. Nobody wants to do a hangout. I guess we'll just head straight to sleep.
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
Okay, yep, and we already hung out with Charlie, so... Ronan was asking Stromboli or calzone. I'm going with the calzone. I think calzone is the right way to go. It's been a while since I've had a calzone. Mostly because I used to be able to eat, like, infinity calzone, and they were very good, but also I felt like they were not good for me.
The tower bells are ringing. My favorite childhood prank, but I have not heard them in so long. Caretaker must be wincing right now. Or maybe this was her idea of a joke.
Okay, we've got a bunch of stuff to do. Let's open up the caches, or the cache that I got from that mission. I didn't do a good job. Yeah.
Got more coil for me? How does this look?
What is the upgrade for Quick Strike? Oh, right. We actually already have one of those. I would probably want to go with Witchfire for Nico, because I don't feel like we've done a lot of upgrades for her. But let's also check out Blast. Okay, it's double the damage. Okay, I think we're going to take that. And then... Yeah, I don't remember if we have that one. So the trouble with doing both Blast and Witchfire is that they're both attacks. I think that what I probably want to do instead is... Witchfire looks really good, though. I don't think that I have any of those. This feels like a completely new ability. Maximum 3 recasts. Like, I don't think I have this, but Witchfire Plus means that you could theoretically knock out 4 guys with 40 points of damage. Wow. The thing is... Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's take Witchfire, which is an attack, and Make Him Bleed, which is a skill. Because if I take 2 attacks, I'm definitely not going to be able to make that much of use of him. Although, wait a second, Witchfire is a brand new ability, which means I'm not going to be upgrading it for a long time. Yeah, okay, new plan. Witchfire and Blast. Hello to Geek Pantheon! Geek, I am also having a very fun game with this as well. Guys Invictus is saying, I wonder if Wolfsbane, the superhero, is in this game. That's a good question. I am also unfamiliar with Wolfsbane. I feel like I'm thinking about the werewolf character from Big Bad Beetleborgs. That's a deep cut. No one knows what that is. Okay, so I can do Mystical Healing, Ms. Minoru's power, that which returned the hunter to life, seems strongest when mending, not destroying. Perhaps that very same power could be used to heal our own various injuries we have suffered on the battlefield. That seems good. Or, and we're going to do both, it's just what order. The first suit that we put together for you is pretty slick, but how about some combat threads with a little more tech and a little less hocus pocus? Oh, yes. Okay, sorry to Nico. I very much do want mystical healing, but high-tech suit is something that we can upgrade for Hunter. So I kind of want that. I want to see what it looks like. I want to see what it does.
All right, let's get started, Dr. Spooky.
Yeah, Geek, I am endlessly pleasantly surprised by this game. Like, in terms of the flow, the variety of different abilities, everything you do feels like you get rewarded for it. As Jab says, I love progression. Okay, and I still can't afford that. I'm spending my money on so many other things.
Good day, Hunter.
Okay. So, we can look to upgrade. Let's see if we can upgrade the... Yeah, there's nothing else for us to interact with Tony or... Hold on, do I need to talk to Doctor Strange? Well, he's not here anyway. Okay. Hello to Patikin! Rane Sinclair is her name. She's a mutant whose mutant power is basically wolf shapeshifter, hybrid form, human form, and wolf form. Hybrid form was always my favorite form of werewolf. As werewolves go, just like a person turning into a wolf.
Do you remember the bells, kiddo? When you were younger, I could barely keep you out of that tower. Any excuse to ring those damn things. You don't know how close I came to cutting them down.
Oh, there's more Marquardt with the Big Bad Beetleborgs wiki page. Yeah, Big Bad Beetleborgs was another sort of like Power Rangers alike. I think it also came from Saban Entertainment, and it was clearly aimed at a somewhat younger audience. Hold on.
It's good to hear those bells again after all this time. As hard as Sarah tried to keep you out of the tower, you always found your way back in. Just in time to wake her up at the crack of dawn.
Everyone really wants to have a conversation about the bells.
It's always
but
good
not
to see you.
Really, apparently. Yeah, Geek, as I've been saying to others, this is the first game I think I've ever played that has these sort of like card battling mechanics, and the way that they are presented on screen, where it's not just like, you know, squares of cardboard banging against each other, but like the heroes actually doing the thing, that's really working for me.
Easy enough for the Sorcerer Supreme to handle.
Before we move on, though, Patigan, thank you very much for the raid. I was hanging out in...
I'd say send them out for the experience, but I think we're past that.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. You were very near the end, unless you did finish it after I wound up stopping watching. How far are you in Rise of the Tomb Raider? Did you finish it today? Is basically what I'm asking. Okay. The gamma radiation shift was to our advantage for a change. Hostile Anthrosian scouts were continuously trying to teleport through the microverse, but the shift affected teleportation and left many injured, dead or worse. Poor bastards, we should probably get them help and kick them out. But first, we need to stop anyone else from sneaking in, said Wasp. Doctor Strange helped Van Dyne set up a stronger barrier, and she promised to look out for any Liliths or Hydra influences on a small scale. Any Liliths. Aren't they calling them Lilin lately? I feel like that's either oddly phrased or it's working differently than I think it does. Patigan did finish it. I'm going to do the story DLC tomorrow as he never played it and cut down all the bells in Tomb Raider. I cut down all the bells in Batman Arkham Asylum, which I think was just the one. So I don't have 7 intel because I did spend that to do the bonus objective with Blade. So we're going to have to get some more intel before we can do Message from S.H.I.E.L.D. This one does expire in 2 days, but it's also pretty expensive in terms of intel, so it might have to wait indefinitely.
I got 2 words for you.
Can't do that. Oh, wait, we did get one.
You are. We'll cut through that encryption in no time.
Guys, I was thinking the same thing,
This
that it should have
stuff is
been any
actionable.
of Lilith's
Let's
influence.
shut it down.
I also can't remember, I don't think I read it aloud yet. Geek was saying the combat is very satisfying, and I'm always a sucker for a hub with tons of characters to chat with. It gives me old school BioWare vibes. Before I click on one more thing, and I'm not going to make this a topic of conversation because everyone with anything to say has already said it. There's still details to be revealed. I don't have anything more intelligent, wise, or charismatic to say than anybody else has about the topic, but I will just share that Geek Pantheon has a couple YouTube channels and is also a major player in Kyber Shards, as well as being the DM, I believe, for Eberron Renewed. He does a lot of D&D content, and I'll only say that just once, exactly once, no matter what changes might be enforced by Wizards of the Coast, could you please, Carol Danvers, give me a second. No matter what changes might be enforced by Wizards of the Coast, I hope that Kyber Shards, Eberron Renewed, and any additional spin-offs on into the future continue to come, even if they switch systems. It's great content, and I appreciate it very much. And that's it. And then I'm just gonna, everyone in the world has already said their piece about it. I would just be rehashing things that other people have said. Total debug of the heart, or you're thinking what I'm thinking, both common missions, and both giving upgraded abilities to whoever goes on them. Okay. Hero ops. So we definitely don't want to send Doctor Strange. I probably do want to send someone on this one, since we can do this before it expires in 2 days. An organism calling itself MODOG, mobile organism designed only for Gamacide, has attacked 3 advanced idea mechanics facilities and left no trace of AIM staff. Send a hero to stop MODOG's rampage. Yes. Yep. Okay, we will select a hero. I guess it doesn't super matter. It's more like, who do I want to go on the story mission with? And I'm thinking somebody low level to get some extra experience points. I just went on a mission with Nico. Sure. Why am I hesitating on Nico? I shouldn't. Yeah, just go. Nico can go.
Lucky you caught me in a good mood.
Geek says, thanks, that's very kind of you. Guys Invictus says, I'm a sucker for Eberron, and Geek is saying...
This is definitely the coziest war room I've ever been in. Quiet, too.
It's weird, that's exactly what he was saying. Captain Marvel, how did you know?
Thanks, Hunter.
Geek was then saying, if you search Eberron Renewed in any relevant podcast app, you'll find us. We are in our second campaign right now. Geek, if you would like to post up a link, you'll be able to, and that would be awesome so that people will have an easier time to find it. Okay, so Robbie Reyes is saying the grotto is nice, but it's not going to clean itself. Nico says someone needs to get on that. Blade says, so you're saying someone who is not Nico needs to get on that? Nico says, no, I'm saying let's put it on the chore schedule before Blade gets passive-aggressive OCD on us all. Ileana is saying, do not worry, I've been cleaning the grotto. Robbie says, how? I haven't seen you break out any of the cleaning supplies. Ileana says it is simple. Open a portal at the bottom of the grotto, send the water to Limbo, open portal above grotto, water comes back from Limbo. Nico wants to know if Limbo has bacteria. Magic says it doesn't matter. Nothing living passes through my portals unless I allow it. And Blade says that's why I stand your good side. Yeah, no kidding. Like, apparently you could just like, hey guys, I'm just saying maybe a solution is we just push Lilith through one of the portals and her clothing comes out the other side. Done. We won. Although it doesn't say that the items get killed, only left behind. So Moo has put up a link, and thank you for this, Moo, to the Geek Pantheon page on YouTube. But I think Eberron Renewed is like a podcast instead of that. There we go. We have a different show on a YouTube channel called Kyber Shards, which is at the Laughing Tree. I keep forgetting that Kyber Shards is no longer like on the Geek Pantheon site, or at least not as much. Okay, what else is it telling me that I can do here? Yes, okay, so it's time for the EMO Kids. And then EMO Kids meeting 3-ingredient list. Witch Hazel, Chicken Mushroom, and Skill Essence. Witch Hazel, Chicken Mushroom, and Skill Essence. I have 8 Witch Hazel. I have 27 Chicken Mushrooms. And then the Skill Essence... I have 28. So I don't think that I have enough for what she wants. Yeah, I would need 30 and then 10 mushrooms and 10 witch hazels. So, I mean, I guess I can go run around to see if I can find them, but I do feel like the plants are easier to find at night unless there's certain plants that only bloom during the daytime. Guys Invictus saying time to binge Kyber Shards like I do Critical Role. Yeah, so... Oh, hold on. Tactics of the Ancients. An analysis of famous battles from antiquity, a book club favorite. Yeah, I want to buy that for Gloss. That seems like it would be great for Doctor Strange. Or Blade? Does he...
What's up?
He's like a tactical guy, isn't he?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
I think that Kyber Shards is well worth your time, guys, Invictus. Also, Philip does sort of like catch-up episodes every once in a while that can help like stay abreast if you wanted to join in with me as watch parties. But I would jump into it. Like, I would start right from the beginning. They've got a little over 100 episodes now, and it's a great story with a great cast. There we go. So Geek Pantheon has put up a link to Eberron Renewed on Spotify. Yeah, and says that I play Ari on the show. As Moo says, More Than Amiya has a watch party every Monday night in her Discord for the newest episode of Kyber Shards. And then on Fridays, Kyber Shard Answers is on. And I think Esri is on this one, R.A. I think that's who it is, coming up. Blade weighs you over. Did you hear about Carol and Tony's argument? They were talking about the power to see the future. Carol said that if she had it, she'd lock up anyone before they could commit a crime. Tony disagreed colorfully. So here are my options. If something terrible would happen, should I do nothing? I would do everything I could to prevent it. Or every future is one of a multitude of possibilities. You cannot punish someone for what they might do. So this is not tied to like light side or dark side. This is a chance to resist negative status effects, increases the percentage of maximum health recovered at the start of each turn. Wow. That's a hell of an ability. But ultimately, this is... So I could go either way on any of these things. What I don't go either way on is the actual question, which is... The actual answer is it depends on the severity of the crime. Like, if I have a chance to stop Thanos from killing everybody, would I do that? Would I want to risk that on the odds that maybe he wouldn't? No. But, like... locking somebody up for something that might happen instead of, like, for example, talking to them about it, trying to stop the crime before it happens, I would not just lock them up instinctively. So this is going to be more of a friendship with Iron Man.
Thanks, Hunter.
Minority Report in a yes-no choice, says Geek. Yeah.
Hey, Hunter.
I agree that I wouldn't want to stand by idly while somebody planned and executed some sort of like a horrible thing. At the same time, I don't think that you can prosecute people for idle thoughts that they have. And if you want to stop those bad things from happening, rather than acting on some sort of like a premonition, prove it. Prove the thing that's going to happen. Oh, Moo, thank you for putting up the link to Mia's Discord as well. I'm taking a quick look around to see if in the daytime I can find any witch hazel or anything. I know that it's just like better trinkets. It's not like a requirement, but if I possibly could find some. I don't see any at all. I don't see any collectibles that I haven't gotten. We really combed through the forest. Wait, there's something up there. It's not what we're looking for, but... Anything else? Geek, I'm curious if you played this on console or PC as well. Also, I don't know if we've lost Marquardt, but I would ask him, I know that there was going to be a break between, like, rescue animals that he was rehabilitating. I was curious if he brought aboard any new friends. Okay. So, I'm not sure that... Whoops. I'm not sure that I want to spend any skill lessons, which if I'm trying to get above 30, which I just did. But let's look. Oh, we're also going to do our daily sparring. So, training partner. I'm still not sure about that mask, by the way. I've got it up, but we might take that off. Let's combat bonus for the selected hero. So who do so we definitely know for 100% that we're bringing Doctor Strange on the story mission. So let's bring him.
Even a sorcerer supreme can't rest on his laurels.
Plus, I don't think that I've done training with him yet.
You are every bit as powerful as the legends foretold, Hunter.
Geek is playing on PC. And Geek, are you using a controller? Because I feel like this game is kind of quasi-designed with a controller in mind. And that's, I'm also playing on PC and also using a controller. So, this would be a skill card. Yeah, I don't want to spend my skill essence is the problem. Not right now. This would be an attack upgrade, but I can't afford it. And this would be... an attack upgrade, which I can't afford. Yeah, two more attack upgrades. So the only bummer is I now have all of the ingredients that I would need for the EMO Kids, except for the witch hazel. And for the... sorry, what is it? Messages... here. Witch hazel, chicken mushroom, skill essence. Yeah, it is the witch hazel. And I don't know where that grows. I'm a bit farther in the story currently, says Geek. But I'm enjoying my time with it. I bought it while my wife and I were stuck in the Minneapolis airport during the holidays, and it got me through a 6-hour delay quite well. I can imagine. I've accidentally done 5 and 6 hour streams of this game. It really draws you in. Okay. So I'm going to look on the other side of the Abbey here. We're just going to run straight through and get to the other side. Geek's got to run, be back in a bit, and has been using mouse and keyboard. Yeah, Moo, thank you very much for filling in the information about the watch parties. Because I tend to, forget to say the specifics like you did about, what time of day it is. And also, you're able to put in a link to the Discord, which even were I to Alt-Tab out, it would take me 15 minutes to figure out how to find that link and get it into the chat. Discord remains a... I know how to talk on Discord and, balance for audio settings and stuff. Yeah, I was going to say. But... a lot of the interface feels very foreign to me. And I know that I've made this observation before. It's just every time. What is that? Oh, hi, cat. Can I pet this cat?
Oh, who's a good kitty?
Hey, wow, I got 3 compliments from that. And Ebony the cat said purr. Okay, we have to go lay out some compliments. Okay, anything... I've never... So first of all, the witch hazel that I'm looking for, it might bloom anywhere. There might not be any rhyme or reason to it whatsoever. Alternatively, it might bloom in a particular part of the grounds. The chicken mushrooms that we just found were over next to that tomb, that crypt or whatever.
Fascinating.
Pet Cemetery. Yeah, we've already read that. I had been wondering, why would you ever not want to hang out for the EMO Kids? Wouldn't you want to do that all the time? And now I'm suddenly realizing, oh, well, if you don't have the resources that you would want to have, this would give you a chance to go find them. However, in this case, I already told Nico, yeah, come around and I will... I don't feel like I've ever been here before.
Really this innocent?
Where am I?
Maybe before I started my training.
Dreamer's Descent, okay. One of the few works on hedge magic that treats the subject with respect. Moderate attack essence and iron oak charm. I don't want to open that common chest. We're going to go see... Well, hold on. Do I have a better chest that I can open? We do. Yeah, it's right there. I'm going to continue to aim at the higher tier chests anytime that we can. Because Discord is... So, Moo is saying... Okay, Patik is saying, good thing there aren't any weapons lying around or ways to kill. Moo is saying, I can't do an invite from Discord for her channel, no permission. So what I do is go to Mia's Twitch page about, oh, that would work. And she has her socials linked, one of which is her Discord, so I copy it from there. Moo, that's very smart. Because what I would try to do is go into Discord and, like, there is a way to find it there, and, you know, blast if I can find it.
This is which sign?
Bone chalk. Yep. I've definitely never been here. I have combed these Abbey grounds over and again, and I've never been here, I don't think. Today, this is from 1688. Today, with the help of my loyal followers, I continued work on the foundations of this house of worship. I knew I was called here to this spot for a reason, and praise be, I've found that reason. This page I've unearthed is no ordinary parchment, but whispers to me, calling me to extend my influence and share these words with the people of this village. When he calls, I will listen, for I am his faithful servant. The page whispers to me, and I weep with joy. It is the most clear example of his hand that I've ever witnessed. If the name on that wasn't Hiram Shaw, I would think that maybe that was a reference to the Joseph... Who wrote the Book of Mormon? Because isn't that his whole thing? Like he went out into the woods and found like pages and then transcribed the Book of Mormon from like a story that an angel told him into a hat or something. Joseph Smith? Who? I'm not going to remember the person's name. I'm probably way off. Oh, hold on. This is Witch Hazel, isn't it? No, Wolfsbane. Okay, and then this leads somewhere. Hold on. So I need to start learning this map. This is taking me back up towards the standing stones and stuff. Let me turn around really quick. Joseph Smith. Was that right? No. The last name was Smith, said Jab. Maybe I was right. Maybe it was Joseph Smith. But yeah, that story in the page that we found about like that, it just sort of like struck me as reminiscent of that. Finding documents and having them have a profound impact on your life. All right, so this is as far down this way that I can go. Yes, I see the... You know what I've never actually tried? I've not tried to do the open thing on this tablet. Like, I don't imagine why it would work, but...
She does not see it happening.
Okay, let me just try it once more, standing on the tablet. No.
The goddess must be busy.
My guess, based on like the general like design of an eye, is that it's going to be like you stand on that spot or look at that sigil and you activate a power and it will reveal something. Unless you mean the musical, in which case it's Trey Parker, Robert Lopez, and Matt Stone. Joseph Smith was the name that I was trying to remember. Like a few religions, I sort of know the broadest of broad strokes of like what the backstory is, but not enough to say anything intelligent or to have an opinion. Just like, oh, this is sort of generally what this is about. Okay, I see exactly 0 witch hazels in the world. This is very like pregnant traveling music. This is the kind of music that you get just before you go over the rise and the battalion of troops on the other side opens fire. Okay. I think I'm going to go back to the Abbey. I found all of the things that are not witch hazel. I'm glad for the things that I did find, but yeah, it's not the stuff that I needed. Yeah, so Mark, and I'm so sorry if this was answered and then I overlooked it. Are there any new animals coming to stay? Okay, this is going to be something someday. But not right now. Okay, back to the story mission, I think. Wait, no, I have compliments to hand out, and also I do want to go here. So we're going to toggle a waypoint onto it, and we'll go back to Dreamer's Descent. Hello to Fox McCloud. Fox, I hope that you also had a nice Tuesday.
What is this?
My Tuesday was, when I say quiet, what I mean is like quiet in a very productive way. Like not hectic, not harried, not like scrambling around, putting out fires, but just, man, got a lot done and it felt like a good productive day. Excalibur is a whole face prop. Armor stand for the quarters. That's nice. Okay, that was my one arcane key. So let's bounce back to the Abbey. Thank you again to, it was like some random viewer mentioned that the Abbey itself is a waypoint that you can teleport to. That is very helpful. Credits just lying on the ground. All right.
Hey, Hunter.
So, yeah, Nico's got something to say. And apparently that's it. After we talk to Nico, we'll decide how to spend our compliments.
Hi. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt this time. Did you have any friends back before you were, you know, encased in a tomb?
A few. Why do you ask?
Nah, just thinking about my time with the Runaways. You ever miss people from your past?
Okay, so I mean the answer from me is of course, but I'm gonna go with sometimes.
I try not to dwell on it too much. It is easy to get lost in memories of the past.
Easier said than done, but yeah, better to focus on the present.
Does the past hold someone you are missing?
A little bit. Just an old friend. A good one.
Focus on the times you had together, instead of the loss you feel.
Sounds like you took that from a self-help book. Feeling nostalgic sucks sometimes.
It will pass.
Can it pass any faster? My brain needs to focus on other stuff today.
I don't think it is, but Nico sounds, I don't think that I've mentioned this before, Nico sounds to me like Ashley Johnson pitched down a little bit. Like Ashley Johnson just sort of like lowering her voice a touch. I don't think it's Ashley Johnson. She otherwise sounds familiar, and I can't place it. So, who are we the least good friends with? And as we look, Markwack is saying, as for cats, I'm currently trying to get 2 different stray cats who hate each other and will fight tooth and claw to get into a carrier for the past 6 weeks, for one of them and a week for one other. So I haven't taken on a new foster because they don't allow strays to interact with fosters for fear of diseases and such. In Winnipeg, we get temperatures that can hit negative 30 and 40 degrees Celsius during winter, and that's sometimes without the wind chill. So I want to do my best and try to get them into the Humane Society. They're both unfixed as well. Markwack, I thank you for the effort that you're putting into it. I hope that you are eventually successful. Cats that know and like you can be skittish and reluctant to get into a carrier, so I can only imagine how difficult it must be with strays who are accustomed to just being out. Okay, do I want to edit deck? I mean, yeah, because I've got a better one of these. So let's swap this out for the better version of Winds of Watum. And I've also got a spare Agamotto's Gaze, which I wouldn't use because I've already got a better one of those. Okay. So this is, so hold on. This is where I kind of want to salvage this, right? It doesn't do anything for me. I've already got 2 Winds of Watum. I can't have more than 4 attacks. I've only got 2 in his deck. Let's hold on to it for now, but I need to remember that I can salvage this and get 30 attack essence when the time is right. Okay, Iron Man has an edit deck as well. He's got two unequipped blasts. I think I just realized what I'm going to do with what's-his-face's card. I think I'm going to break it down and then use the attack essence there. And then, yeah, so she has a brand new ability, a brand new attack called Witchfire. I think I'd want to put Witchfire in place of one of the curses, because curse is okay. It's okay, but it doesn't do that much damage, and the unpredictability of the status effect is less good than this, which is going to be like a... Like, Witchfire is going to attack a random enemy, but it's going to do 40 damage to whatever it is. So as long as there's... That's a great finisher at the end of a round once you've taken care of the minions. If that hits a minion, it's totally wasted. But on anybody else, it's going to be pretty damn good, I think. I might also take this off and put in Curse. Yeah. And I like that it auto-sorts for you. Moo is the bestest, says Grumpy. I have iced tea. I have iced tea and ice and a moo now. That sounds very comfy, Grumpy. Minoru is played by Lyrica Okano. Past roles, really? She played Nico in Runaways, like the show? Wow. Chrissy in The Affair, Chloe in Press Play, Amy in A Moral Compass, Margaret Chan in Blue Bloods. Maybe I've heard her in Blue Bloods. I don't watch that, but my producer's family does a lot. So when we go to visit, I've been exposed to Blue Bloods in a something that's on in the room where I'm sitting kind of way. Inez Nguyen, is that close? In The Enemy Within. Amanda Sacco in Magnum P.I., probably the modern one. Probably the modern one. And then Little Ashota in something that I'm going to fail at pronouncing. So I don't think I've ever seen any of those things, but it is fascinating to me that she plays Nico in other media.
Konnichiwa, friendo.
That's a little bit like, Patikin was the one who pointed out that... Sorry, I'm going here to upgrade an ability. Why am I blanking out on the name of the guy that plays Spider-Man in...
Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Insomniac Spider-Man. Oh, no. He's married to Tara Platt. Or is it Tara Strong? Now I don't remember anything. What's my name? Let's upgrade abilities.
Let's do this.
Yuri Lowenthal, thank you. Markwack. Generally, the N is mostly silent. So, is it a harder G then? If the N is silent, the N at the beginning, is it more like Guyan? Oh boy. I'm always very self-conscious if I don't know how to pronounce something properly. Okay, let's do this. So we've got, yeah, we can definitely do an upgraded blast if I had the resources. I don't quite have enough. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got an ability on Doctor Strange that I cannot envision ever using again. And this is what the system's for. Like, if this isn't the right thing to do, then the game is tricking me. We're going to salvage this regular Winds of Watum for the 30 attack essence. And now I can do an upgrade for Tony Stark. I feel like they get on pretty well.
Ready for more?
You happy to work together on this? Upgrade ability.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Okay. Plus, we get like a training XP upgrade. That's one of the things about this game. It feels like even if you were to make a mistake, you'd still get rewarded for it. Okay, so let me just make sure that his edit deck shows the upgraded blast, and it does. And then in his, like, his deck, he has quick blast and regular blast. Oh, wait, really? Can I... So I don't have the parts to do it, but I could upgrade quick blast?
No pain, no gain.
Yeah, so no harm or, you know, on the one that I chose, but yeah, we've got another upgrade that we can do for him. Sort of like Gwen, says, Jab. sort of like Gwen, though. I'd probably have to hear it, I think, to get closer than what I'm thinking.
Hello.
Okay. We didn't go on a mission yet, did we? Or did we?
Put a priority on bringing me some more intel caches.
Yeah. We need to do that too. Okay.
See you soon.
So I don't have the parts that I need for the EMO Kids, and I'm just going to have to live with that. But I do have the compliments that I have to do. Oh, if Geek was still here, I was going to ask him if he'd seen any, like, evidence of, like, weird graphical corruption sort of creeping in over long sections. So far, just restarting the game has resolved it, but it is weird and off-putting when it happens. I don't remember that I've pet Charlie today.
Who's a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Okay, compliments. So for the heroes, I'm pretty good level 1 friends with Blade. Not so much with Captain Marvel. Little bit better with Iron Man. Oh, Doctor Strange is kind of low. Oh, and Nico. Wow, Nico is that low? I honestly thought that we got on better with her. So let's do a compliment to Nico. Wait, where'd she go? I thought she was hanging out right here. Okay, she's apparently over here. Hi.
That jacket you wear looks comfortable and yet gives off an air of security.
Oh, you didn't have to say that.
That's a weird compliment, honestly. Take the GW from Gwen and in the form of Win, and you're pretty much there. So, like, Gwyn? Would that be a closer pronunciation? Jab? For that last name? Gwyn. Is there any N in it at all? Is it sort of like Gwyn? That's real close. What I would do in, like, the real world, if I were to encounter somebody with that name, I would just say, I'd like to get it right. So, you know, can I hear it from you once? So from here, sorry, I've already forgotten who I'm not great friends with. Captain Marvel and Doctor Strange. Yeah. I should not have walked away from this area. Hi, Captain Marvel. Have I ever told you?
You look so free up there in the sky.
If you think I'm cool, thank the people who trained me.
Okay, that did go up. It seemed like that sort of bounced right off her, but... And then Doctor Strange is just outside. Tell me he's lounging around in the grotto. No. He's a very formal
Save
dude.
some of your vigor for the battlefield, Hunter.
I am impressed with your understanding of the arcane.
You honor me with your compliment. Please, watch yourself.
Okay. As far as I know, that's everything that there is to do around the Abbey today. So. Oh, it's a hard one. See, I want to do the hard one. I want to, like, try to succeed at a hard one. That's normal. That's easy. Okay. I'm going to do exactly one more hard one. The next mission we do will be the Spider-Man one. But I want to try a hard one, because the last one I biffed real hard, and I do think that, like, the team can do it. Deals 72 damage in 2 turns, and we'll get money for it. Well, let's hit it. Okay, we have to have magic on the team. That's fine. Alright, let's hit it. I only know that from Scotty Nguyen, the poker player. I'm not familiar with that person. Okay, so Hunter is actually a lower level than some of the other party members, so I definitely think that we want to bring Hunter. And then... with a hero combo in your hand. Kind of bring Tony. I mean, I know that I'm sort of selecting the characters that are lowest level, but that's what we want, right? To level them up. Even if it's hard, like, that's what we were going for. Yep. I feel like that's a lot of swords. Let's hit it. Vietnamese name, so the name is translated from a different alphabet. Oh, I'm stretching too. Healed heroes will also gain a powerful combat bonus. Well, that's going to change what I do next. I don't know why the mouse cursor's there. Defeat all enemies to complete the encounter.
Just in case you were looking for another opportunity to even the score with Hydra, I think these clowns are hoping for a fight.
Not a problem.
Well, if we could knock this guy into that guy and then drop the pallet on them, that would be a pretty good power move. With magic aboard, that's more possible than you might think. Move an enemy, for example. The only thing is that I think we need 2 hero points. 2 hero points to do that. So, okay. Let's take a look at the field here. 2 people are attacking Hunter. 2 are attacking magic. 3 are attacking magic. 3 are attacking magic, and they have a lot of hit points, so I can't stop them from doing that. And then 2 people are attacking Iron Man. That's a lot of damage coming in for magic, who, by the way, also has more hit points than Hunter does. Oh, that's right, because I did take a penalty for that. So, I think knockback quick soul slash on this guy. I mean, I'd like to knock him into his buddy here, or his buddy here. I know I can't do gather, and there's not enough guys here. I really want to drop this pallet on a couple people. So, create a portal. It's free. Does not cost a card play. Okay. I think I can make that work. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a portal right here that aims at that guy.
Now it's
Then I'm going to knock that guy into that guy, which will also conveniently put him right underneath the pallet, right?
more than enough. The gods would not stand before us as arrogantly as you have.
Ish. I hope he's in that radius. Oh, he is. Okay, good. So then we could do a slash on this guy to knock him into that guy.
It is all coming back to me.
And then I'm thinking we can... Wow. Seriously? That guy didn't... Urgh. Well, we could do gather, and that would certainly get everybody in here. Okay, hold on. What's the outer radius of this? It doesn't go further than here. So I would need to gather everybody right there, which is only going to get... Oh, God. Trapdoor would move an enemy. I could trapdoor an enemy over there. Yeah, because I want number 72 over here to be underneath that pallet for sure. This pallet is currently going to hit those two guys. I need to hit this guy as well. So we're going to move this guy here. Yes.
So it's... invigorating.
And now our turn is not done, because now we drop this on all three of them.
Ready?
It's really satisfying. It's also possible that it's been mispronounced so much that he stopped trying to Correct it, says Jab. So I didn't kill a lot of dudes, but we really messed them up. I do have 1 point of heroism left. Are there any like crates or anything that I can throw? I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's it. Whoops. I think we just end the turn.
You got my attention already.
That's the most guys that I think we hit, like, with an environmental attack, or at least one that's that powerful. It also got us our bonus objective of doing 72 points of damage in a single round.
What is happening?
Even in numbers, you are nothing to me.
Okay. Mark target is nice on a thick enemy, like this guy, for example. Soul Blast has forceful knockback. If we blow that up, it does a lot of damage to those 3 guys. Knocks out 2 guys. Yeah, if we forceful knock back this guy into the acetylene tanks, then that's a 4-person KO. Maybe we want to do this person since it is a forceful knockback. How far does forceful knockback go? Pretty far. But he's probably gonna like hit that dude. So let's hit this guy instead. So we're gonna move magic here. No. Magic, you move. Wait. What if we kick this into the acetylene thing? But that only gets 3 guys. What if... Hold on. What if we... No, that's never going to work. Okay. I like plan A. Hold on. We're going to move magic over here.
Where do you think you're going?
And then we're just going to soul blast this guy into the acetylene tanks. And that's going to take out those 3 guys. As well as the guy that we hit.
Love the effort.
Okay. When does what's your face? Okay, 1 more move, and then we could have a fortify happen. That's a lot of people attacking magic again. Yeah. Oi. Limbo portal. Create a portal for free. That is not helpful to us right now. I don't have enough heroism to do this, although I might after I do something like this. But Gather, what does Gather get for me right now? Not a lot. Surgical Strike. Surgical Strike does 22 points of damage to 2 separate targets. We could potentially... That's not enough to kill that guy. And the rest are all minions? Yeah, that doesn't feel great. Let's do a... I need to clear the field. We need to have fewer people coming in here. So let's do... Let's do a mark target on this guy, even if we don't really benefit from it yet. Hopefully we will next round.
I see the target.
That's going to get Hunter back on her feet.
That's like a promotion, right? Can I be a captain, too?
Okay, now we can do Gather. That yanks everybody right in here in a way that we could potentially kick the thing, but we need 2 points of heroism to kick that. So the alternative would be to kick this... Yeah, we can kick this right through all 3 of those guys, I'm pretty sure. Hey, Hunter, how do you feel about kicking this couch? Oh, we already did our move. Right. Okay, so that's not going to work. I do feel like Gather is our best opportunity to, like, really make people wish they were somewhere else. There's no way to get them... There's no way to get these guys into a position where we can kick the rebar into them. Where is Magic exactly? She's over here. Yeah, no, there's no way to do that. So here's my options. If I do a surgical strike, it's 26 points of damage. Yeah, not a lot of people are attacking Hunter this round. Let's replace Fortify. A different gather card. A more powerful gather card. It's a critical gather card. Yeah, let's do this gather then, because now it's, you know, it's even more damage. There's not quite enough way to get, like, 4 of these dudes together. Since so many of them are attacking Magic, or at least they were, let's get 2 of the people attacking Magic together. This is going to kill both of them. It's not quite going to hit, kill level 30 guy, or hit point 30 guy.
My power will not be denied.
Hello to Scaly One! Scaly One, we're learning to think with portals. This is another hard mission.
I had heard you were more than just a gatekeeper.
Yeah, and creating a portal isn't really helpful. Like, we might as well just hold on to it for next round. You know, you know what I should have done? I forgot about this. I could have had a free move and then we could have kicked the couch. Darn it. I mean, theoretically I could do that now, except I don't have enough. Yeah, we need 2 heroism points to kick that. Yep, this is me, still learning. Okay, that's it.
Keep after me.
Jelly Buns, hello to you as well.
Someone call for reinforcements? No one will touch you.
I'm not going to get 3 stars on this. And here I am trying so hard.
They do not seem to be a match for us.
Really? I kind of feel like they're a match for us. So, we can do a heal. This would heal 96 health, which is going to overheal, and then we'll get to draw 2 cards. He has 36, she has 36. Yeah. Let's do this. I'm comfortable with this.
Walk in the light.
Okay. Now we get a free whip. Well, not free. It's going to discard a random card. Okay, so before we do that, let's focus on...
Sure, why not? Hope Hydra has good insurance.
Okay, this person is still, like, vulnerable and stuff, so I would really like to do some business on him. Let's... double your current heroism. Redraw... yeah, let's add forceful. Immune to knockback. Okay, so we could... you know, let's just do the hero combo on this guy, because I want to get the most out of his, like, vulnerable state. Pardon me. This is going to obliterate his shield and then take most of his health, which is the whole point.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, God. Hold on.
I have always wanted a sidekick.
Jelly Buns says, I'm still dying from the flu. Jelly Buns, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that it passes soon and you start to feel better. It's been a while since I've had the flu. It is absolutely miserable. So I just hope that it passes quickly and you're feeling well again very soon. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is the best. The only thing I have better than this is, like, whip, and whip isn't going to get me more than this, I don't think, so...
Let's do it. You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be fighting on our level yet.
I actually don't know why I got a refund there. Like, the card play was refunded. I don't actually know why. I like it, except that this is in the way, so I can't whip that guy into this guy. I could whip this guy into that. He's probably a little bit more dangerous than the minions. In a perfect world, I'd have some way to take them out, but, like, having the portal here isn't helpful, unless I can get a redraw. Okay. Let's redraw a new plan, because I don't think that's going to be very helpful right now. Create a portal free. Okay. This works. This works. Yeah. Let's, create a portal right here. And it's gonna go into that guy. And then we're gonna knock this guy through into that guy.
This will happen.
One attack, 2 deaths.
What's it like being so inconsequential? You are nothing compared to the things I have seen and killed.
And now I don't have enough heroism for that. I guess we just whip him into that, and that'll kill him. Yeah.
Your time has come.
I got extremely lucky with that redraw.
Hopefully they learned their lesson. But we all know that.
So what, 2 stars? Am I going to be lucky enough to get 2 stars? I'll take it. So I'm getting a drink. Okay. So, Scaly One, if you're just arriving, I made a solemn vow that the next mission will be the story mission to go get Spider-Man. I wanted to do one more hard mission. That one went better than the one previous in that nobody, like, got knocked out on our team or anything. I do still feel like I'm learning the combat system a lot more, but... Oh, and we just... I didn't even realize that was a thing, but we also unlocked a new...
Can I help you?
Research project with magic. Nice about the portal move. Yeah, we got... I also like the fact that the portals are orange and blue. I'm curious if that's a thing from, like, the comics, because otherwise it does feel a little bit like a reference to the game Portal, and I'm here for it either way.
Are you heading to the meeting?
Soon, and do not forget the ingredients.
I haven't forgotten them. I don't have them. Okay, we got a cool gift.
Do you think your mom thinks I'm the corrupting influence on you, or is it the other way around?
Yeah, Scaly One, I hope that you also had a wonderful Tuesday. I was sharing earlier that my Tuesday was productive in a like quiet and controlled way, which I was very relieved for. Yeah, Jelly Buns, one of the people at my job also had the flu and was down for days. Like, it's... I know how difficult it is. I know that we've talked about the flu on various previous episodes at different points, and it's just... It's every form of being sick all at once, and a really extreme version of all of it. I don't see any value in continuing to search for the witch hazel. There's just none around in the places that I can find. I looked all over the place earlier today.
Are you prepared for tonight's meeting?
I am more than prepared.
We've heard him say that before. And I'm gonna just interact with Charlie one last time.
Good girl, Charlie.
Oh my goodness. This is like day 10, says Jelly Buns. at that length and severity, if you haven't consulted with a doctor, I would really recommend doing so. Oh, let me go talk to caretaker.
Something on your mind?
Nothing important. Isn't the angry children meeting tonight?
EMO Kids?
Yes, that. I can never keep up with the modern lingo. Took me a decade to rid myself of thee and thou.
The meeting is tonight.
Then I should wrap up.
Jelly Buns is calling the doctor tomorrow, and Sam Linder says you might have pneumonia at this point. It is worth consulting with a physician at this point. I mean, that's a long time to be down that hard.
Are you going to the meeting?
Yes, I'll meet you there.
All right. So we've talked with all of the EMO Kid members. Yeah, that's it. We pet Charlie. I don't have an option to give out gifts because we're not doing a hangout, so let's hit it.
Ready to head to the EMO Kids meeting?
Lead the way.
I could say no, and we could still look around for the... But it's again, it's better trinkets, not like you miss out on a big friendship moment or something.
Nico runs these meetings?
Yes, so far.
Then I'll wait for her to begin.
We shall soon see if this meeting amounts to anything.
What do you mean?
Miss Minoru can explain.
Feels like we're getting closer to figuring out how you died. It's not too much, is it?
The Midnight Suns need to know how it happened, even if it kills me in the process.
I disagree. Let's keep you shuffling on this mortal coil, okay? Ileana wants to lead the ritual this time. That surprised me.
Why?
Magic taking the lead and Caretaker staying out of her way? The world must be ending. Oh, right. It is.
Are you prepared for Miss Rasputin to apply the metaphorical cheese grater to your soul?
I'm not looking forward to this. That seems... It's matter of fact, but it also feels a little bit more self-pitying than I feel like Hunter is, sort of. Especially after literally just saying, we must learn at any cost, even if it costs me my life. Like, the Midnight Suns need to know how to take down Lilith. So, you sound jealous. That seems needlessly aggressive, so I'm going to say go easy on magic.
Ileana has more than earned my respect.
She'll earn mine when she refrains from, and I quote, going with the flow. I'm certain you'll be fine. If all goes wrong, I shall pick up the pieces, as always.
Okay, Doctor Strange, go bronze yourself. I lost a friendship point there, and I'm comfortable with it.
The ritual today will be unlike before.
How so?
We shall make real progress. I refuse to coddle you as the others did. I will push you beyond your limits. For this to work, I must break you.
I'm going to say I trust you. And yes, I get the Rocky reference, by the way.
Do what you need to do.
Do not be complacent. Without preparation, there is a possibility of damage. This is why you collected the ingredients I asked you to bring. You did collect them, yes?
Well, no.
This complicates matters. Without ingredients, the ritual will be painful. No more than sparring in the yard. There is no danger to you or your soul. But it will sting. Now, are you ready?
I'm going to ask how this works. I do see what looks like maybe some plant back there, but it's not witch hazel, so...
Can you tell me more about what you are planning?
Do you truly care?
Please give me the details.
Fine. I am using powers you can't comprehend to find an echo of your death. Then you will relive the echo. Now, ready?
Hold on.
Just a second.
Whatever.
When they're talking, I see a plant in the background that I don't see here. Jellybuns was saying that she thought that she might have sinus infection, but I'll ask about that too. My doctor is pretty great. I'm glad that you have a doctor that... Oh, hold on. I can't go wandering. Okay, then we are ready.
Have you prepared?
Much as I can.
You may proceed.
Limbo never forgets. It holds the echo of your death. What is your last memory?
Lilith. A muddy circle in a clearing.
Then I shall bring that echo to you. Now, you become its vessel.
I am ready.
What do you see?
My head. It is her. It is Lilith. In the circle.
Do not fight the echo. Allow it to wash through you.
No. She sees me. I advance, prepared to strike. She just watches me.
Whoa! Is that...
It is.
My child. Look what they've done to you.
You have no right to call me child, monster.
So, misguided. I have never sought to harm you.
Your army says otherwise.
A distraction, to allow for this moment.
Ileana, stop this! Right now!
Enough deceit! Speak plainly, or suffer the consequences.
Ileana!
No! We must proceed!
How plain can I make this, my child? If I am to remake this world, I need you at my side.
Enough! Dilungo! Retinacula!
No! You had no right to do that.
Stopping your recklessness is my obligation.
Pah! Stopping the ritual early could have destroyed the hunter's mind.
The only threat to Hunter was your sloppy technique.
You are impossible!
You will never attempt this again.
Do not constrain me.
Just gonna stand here and hope they don't involve me.
Yup.
It's the first time Doctor Strange hasn't had too much to say.
How you doing, Hunter?
Why didn't I attack Lilith immediately is a question you could apply to any storytelling in exchange between hero and villain ever, so at least we learned something.
We never thought uncovering my last moments would be easy.
Yeah, I know. I just wish it wasn't so rough on you. As long as you're okay, I'm okay. The good news? We are definitely closing in. That's more than enough for today. You ready to leave?
Not yet. Let me talk to Doctor Strange.
In a minute.
Let me know when you're heading out.
Mark Wack has really made me want to see Runaways now. I mean, this story was piquing my interest anyway, but the idea that this voice actor apparently also plays the same character in Runaways, if it's the modern production, I'm very curious in it now.
Miss Rasputin was correct. Feels odd on the tongue, like a fish-flavored loofah.
You approve of her approach?
Of course not. But she was right to push. No matter what Sarah thinks, today was a breakthrough.
Okay, does Sarah have anything to say?
Well, you have that look on your face. Say what you need to say.
Are you all right? You seemed flustered.
Me? I'm fine. I didn't realize what was happening until too late. Lilith's voice, spoken through you, even as an echo, creates a mystical link. She has the means to follow that link back to you. With preparation, I can shield you from such an attack.
And without?
She would do to you what she did to Wanda, and I won't let that happen.
She makes it all about her, every time.
Who said that? I know who said that, but does anybody see magic around? Also, Sam Linder wants to know why Doctor Strange is licking loofahs. I assume it's part of... Oh, there she is. I assume it's part of a special incantation.
Sarah had no right to stop the ritual.
Your right has its benefits. She does this with everything. Seems even more like we're all in this together.
I used to think it was just me, but she treats all of us like this.
No, she singles me out because to her I am a reckless child and always will be. Maybe next time we shall learn the truth. If there is a next time. There is nothing more tonight. Get some rest, Hunter.
It's a bummer that I couldn't find the resources.
I am the queen of Limbo, not an ignorant child.
Okay. Heading out.
Another meeting completed. You heading out?
I've got you on the TV. I'm going to do a bit of AFK lurking for a while. Jelly Buns, if I can be of any, beneficial company today, I'll be happy to do that. I just hope that you're feeling better soon.
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
Okay, banish. Replace an enemy or ally with a drop until the next turn. That would actually be extremely helpful when, a lot of damage is coming in on one ally. You're basically putting them into stasis. You're taking them off the board for a bit. That is a very cool ability. Or trapdoor. No, banish. Okay. Do we think there's anything else to do tonight? I doubt it very much. I don't have an arcane key. Let me just double check. Do I have compliments? No. Okay, we spent all our compliments. Yeah, we're going to bed. And that is everything. Yep.
Wish we had stopped for a hot dog and one of those papaya drinks everyone keeps.
Oh, you know what else? Hold on. We did get a new thing for the room. Armor stand? I think it was armor stand. Yeah, let's put up the armor stand. Oh, look, she put her old armor on there. That's cool. And we didn't yet get the high-tech suit, did we? Oh, and I'm going to take off the mask. It's fine, but... It's basically the inverse of the mask that we've been wearing. No. No. What's capital? No. Back to none. If not for the fact that the color didn't go with any other thing, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, it doesn't seem very practical for fighting. Okay, no, we're just back to basics. Okay. Hello to Centrifugal Force. I was going to make a joke upon entering. I have one context and just see a mask over our character and Angel making muffled noises, zero context. Okay, our Forge is complete. Forge research. Yeah, I want to see this new high-tech suit that she can get. Cowls don't care about practicality. Certainly not in the Assassin's Creed universe. Apparently, the best way to intimidate an enemy is to make them believe you don't have any peripheral vision.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Hunter passive abilities. The Hunter has received a new passive ability. Passives provide powerful benefits in combat. Acquire additional suits to collect more passives. The Hunter may switch between available passives at any time outside of combat. So here's our high-tech suit. Come on, now that's a suit. Decked out like that, you could almost be an Avenger. Then again, how many warrior gods with mystic powers does one team need? Okay, for our next research, let's do Mystic Healing, because why wouldn't we? It's the next thing that we can do. By the way, Force, did you get a chance to do anything more in Anno 1800? I would love to see another stream someday if you get a chance, because you know the game so well, but I'm just so in love with where Anno 1800 has wound up.
Sure thing. Get started. What can I say, except you're welcome?
Okay, Holy Spark is a light side ability. We don't want to do it. Kick. I love it. Blast, and leave it to me. Draw 2 Iron Man cards +2. Oh, +2 redraws. And so, see down there at the continue? See how, like, garbled that is? That has been happening in this game, and no other. I think I'm gonna, like, restart the game after this. It's so weird, the variety of different ways that the game just gets a little bit weird. Let's take Kick and leave it to me, I think. Yeah. Because those are both brand new abilities. Okay, Artifact Study.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? Yes, I remember this one.
Weird Stick? Oh, the Blessed Staff. Okay, so we also got 41 Attack Essence, 39 Heroic Essence, and 37 Skill Essence, and a Blueprint, which I don't know that I can do anything with yet. And we hit our next research level. Awesome.
One of us isn't the miracle worker we claim to be. I'll let you guess who.
So what do we need for our level 4 stuff? Complete 3 missions with magic, already done. Complete 4 missions with Ghost Rider, we've only done 2, so I would like to bring Ghost Rider along. Complete 1 hero op with Captain Marvel, that's already done. Upgrade 3 Captain Marvel abilities, that is not done yet. Okay. And then the Forge upgrades, I still can't do. So, wait a second, didn't I get something that can do blueprints?
Send it my way.
Intriguing.
But Sam Linder's saying, crap, I didn't get the wording fast enough. Apparently the way to intimidate an enemy is to convince them that you don't have peripheral vision or something similar. I don't remember exactly what it was either, Sam Lander. That's close, but I'd have to run it back some. So I can't interact with this directly. This is the Forge, but this is for like consumables. What do you do with blueprints? Does anybody remember? I thought it was this thing. Hold on. You know what's going to tell us? The tutorials. Oh god, there's like 100,000 of them. Not exploring. Well, hold on. Abbey outfits, yes. Customization, frames, masterworks, and gift shop. All right, so we've got, it's not combat. Hero abilities, enemy abilities. Status effects. The Abbey. Okay, it would be somewhere here in the Abbey. Here's item bench. That's for making consumables. Training level, upgrade. Abbey upgrades. Equipping abilities, hero ops, item bench. Right. Research, studying artifacts, training level. Maybe I don't have the ability to do blueprints yet. Wait, what is this, by the way? Hero abilities can be crafted from blueprints. Okay, so that's what it is. Yeah, I don't have $125. Okay, let's pause for 1 second. What we're going to do is do settings. Wait, not quit. Hold on. Let me save it first. Oh, okay, that's... I don't know the last time that it saved. I had intended to save it before I did that. Sorry for the black screen. We will be back into it in just a second. We'll put up the break screen just until the game decides that it's closed. Okay, it's synchronizing. Okay. I actually didn't even intend to exit all the way out. Let me go back to scene, and now we're going to go back in and play. Yeah, Marvel Midnight Suns is the only game, like, we've done Oxygen Not Included, Anno 1800, Railgrade, I'm trying to think of some others, that all operate and display perfectly, but only Midnight Suns. Hold on, we are coming back up, because everybody's like, uh-oh. Is everything okay? Or is it just that, would Moo think that it's blessed? Was that the blessed staff? Oh, just that it closed out. Yeah, I think it was I accidentally exited completely out of the game. What I was starting to say is that, like, you know, Railgrade, Subnautica, nothing else gets this sort of, like, weird graphical corruption that sort of, like, sneaks into the game over time. And then so far, even just exiting out to the main menu seems to clear it. It's very odd. Grumpy is super tired and good for bed now, but I know in about an hour I'll be wide awake. Grumpy, isn't that weird? Like, for me, it'll hit me like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon where I'm just like, I could roll directly into bed and then I'm fine. So it's not only possible, but likely that I need to go back down to the forge here and do some of that again. But it was only opening this up. Oh, I hope that we don't lose the abilities that I'd upgraded. And this actually seems like it's the previous night. Okay. Yeah, I definitely did not mean to lose that progress. That 2 to 3 o'clock crash is a real thing in your metabolics. I love how much science Force knows. In the afternoon, you take a nap. I would love to take a nap in the afternoon, Patik, and I've never been able to. Force, like, is there a reason for it? Like, okay, we do have our armor suit, so we did save that part. Let's grab that. Oh, look! A Hulk comic book. Whether or not this was here before, it's the first appearance of Wolverine. Okay, we're gonna do this.
I could not have predicted this outcome, but it is intriguing.
Got it. Okay, that goes really fast if you don't have to read it all.
How's it going, boss?
So the bummer is that we might not have the same abilities. Because this might be, like, randomly... I bet it is randomly rolled.
How's that for quality workmanship?
Yeah, that's a light ability. Hold on, maybe it's not. Okay, this is exactly the same draw, which means that either, like, the random seed is not reset, which is good. I'm glad that we get the things that we wanted. Jab is saying there were reviewers that gave it I can't recommend because of the technical problems. Jab, was that due to like there used to be a big like shader compilation problem?
Just about to be.
And I know that they took some steps to fix that. I wonder if that was it or if there were other like crashes and other problems.
It's all in the wrist, really.
Okay, here we go. Here's our blessed staff, and we still got the same stuff. There's our research level. And now we can look at research.
Tony.
We already did this. And forge upgrades. We can't do this. Okay. So everything's back the way that it should be. I'm going to save it carefully this time. Save. Save. Okay. Now, let's see if there's anything else to do around the Abbey. And we're going to do the story mission. Like, I want to see if we can get the suit, because that's under customization. Actually, I think we can do it right here, can't we? Equipping Hunter Passives. Hunter Passives can be equipped at any time outside of combat. Any Hunter Passive can be equipped regardless of the suit that the Hunter is wearing. Okay, so we're not tied to a cosmetic, which I like. We're going to go down here, and we're going to get the high-tech common suit. It's okay. It's got a utility belt, which our regular suit doesn't have. It's a little shiny. And we've got, like Nightwing sticks instead of swords. They don't look like they're sharp anymore, but that's okay. And then these other things, we don't have access to see what they're like yet. Okay, let's at least try this, though. And then I want to see if... Equip. Okay, we've done that. Wait, where do you go to change the passive, though? Oh, it's down here. Fully charged. Gain 1 resist or generates 1 heroism at the start of every turn. Okay, that seems really good. I do want to see... Hold on. I am the prince of hitting the wrong button today. Customization. No. Customization. Yeah, I just want to see if in our new suit anything else looks cool. Because of the high collar, that actually looks better. She just looks like fake Deadpool to me, though. It's very difficult not to see that. I don't know. I'm a fan of not having a big weird thing. And like the color doesn't match at all. Like you'd have to have a totally different color scheme for this hood to work. Head prop. Nah. Okay, we're done. Jellybun says, okay, I gotta share that despite feeling like absolute trash from being sick, I'm really happy right now. The heat's up and my lights are low and comforting and everything is just so cozy in my heated blanket and everything is so peaceful. I'm happy with my life and happy I'm not dead. Thank you for being such a great, comfortable streamer. Jellybuns, that is I'm very, very glad to hear that. I'm glad that we can be good company and I'm happy that you're in a good place right now. Thank you for sharing that with me, and it means a lot. I'm not sure how to adequately respond to something that kind, but thank you everybody for all the hearts in chat. And then Patikin had also said... Sam Leonard said afternoon naps are OP, and I think that's where... Or was it when Prandile naps, said Patikin, who said, I don't even know what that means. And then Moo was saying siesta. Okay, let me... So we do have enough essence and stuff to look at upgrading our cards. And I feel like there's no individual thing that's more valuable to, like, turning the odds in our favor than to just be bringing to bear the most powerful things that we can do on any given day. Or on any given, like, card. So let's choose a training partner. Let's do Nico, since Nico is the only... Well, no, so is Doctor Strange. But Nico's the only one available who's level 4.
You know I know magic, right? Whew, now I see what all the...
Okay, +1 training, +3 XP. Good. Okay, and upgrade
Ready for
abilities.
Caretaker said I need to be a team player. So I guess I'm letting you choose for me too.
Yeah, so we can upgrade his Quick Blast, which allows him to draw another Iron Man card when played. So that seems really good. Before we do that, though, let me just see, because we might only be able to upgrade one person's thing. Agamotto's Gaze. Draw the last 2 attacks played. Give drawn attacks +9 damage until played or discarded. Start the next turn with 4 card plays. That is a hell of a support ability. And we know for a fact Doctor Strange is coming on the next mission. The other options would be Magic, where we can upgrade her Soul Blast. On KO, gain 1 counter, which does seem really good. And then for Nico...
I think we've got something for everyone.
An upgrade for Curse, which I have to say is not my favorite ability. Let's do an upgrade for Agamotto's Gaze, because that really seems like a substantial improvement.
An enhanced spell. Most welcome.
Now, that's not the only one that we can do. I do like gaining a counter for her, because enemies love to target magic, so the idea that she can target them right back seems promising. The other one was Tony's, which is the Quick Blast. The idea of drawing another Iron Man card, I do really like that. The thing is, we want to think about, like, as the game progresses, who's going to pair mostly with Hunter? If Hunter is doing a lot of damage, I feel like she's going to benefit more from hanging out with people like Magic, who are more about, like, setting up and knocking down positioning. So we're going to go with the Soul Blast upgrade.
Just give me a target.
And then if I can also do Tony's, then we will do Tony's. Topple and Falling Trap training. Topple and Falling Trap objects deal increased damage in combat. We used one of those with great success in the last episode. Yep, here we go. We're going to do Tony's as well.
Constant innovation. That's the stark promise.
I just want you, says Drienne, to have Emma Frost on the team. I don't know if... And nobody tell me who is or isn't in the game. But yeah, having Emma Frost in the game would be cool. I'd get to learn about her powers more, since I don't know what they are. Moo is saying, and I'm multitasking. I detest grocery shopping. Damn it. Wait, what was it? Hold on. Grumpy was saying of Moo. Grumpy is poking Moo, and then noting that she'll text Nigerian princes with banking problems, but not Grumpy. Also, that's what it was. Jelly Buns was saying, Mr. Buns has crapped out again next to me. We had to go grocery shopping, and it destroyed us both. Well, Jelly Buns, especially if you have the flu, I can imagine. Hero op completed. Yes, let's go do that. What I love that checklist up at the top left. Like, the only thing it doesn't have is Go Pet Charlie.
I took care of that for you.
Okay, see, we got a bonus, an upgraded blood magic from this.
I take care of these myself, but I have been a cute.
Okay, I didn't make her be quiet. Oh, Drienne, were you the one who noted that Nico sometimes goes by Sister Grimm? That might have been Jab, but look, it's great looking Grimm, sister. Nico caught up to MODOK at an AIM refinery as it dissolved the last employees with gamma beams. After a harrowing battle, the creature destroyed the refinery and itself to evade capture. Remnants of its doomsday chair are festooned with Hydra tech. Further study could tell us how Hydra is repurposing stolen AIM technology to aid Lilith. Okay, I do not have...
Put a
enough.
priority on bringing me some more intel caches.
I'm glad that we got to do that because it was going to expire, but we are out of intel, and we're going to go do a story mission now. So let me just check to see if we can upgrade the blood magic further.
No pain, no gain.
No. No, we are out of attack essence, which is what we would need for an upgraded curse. Okay. So I mean, I might take a quick run around to see if anybody wants to, like, yeah, talk.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Magic sees you approaching and takes a break from her training. You're watching me train, but I can't tell what you're thinking. What, you think you could do better? So our options are, I meant no offense, I was marveling at how skilled you were, or it is not a contest, but yeah, I believe I could. I mean, I'd rather have a rare magic ability than a common hunter ability, I feel like.
Thanks, Hunter.
Okay. Oh, that's why it's blue, because it's rare. I saw that some of them were blue, but I wasn't sure what that meant. Drienne is saying being the most complex and interesting self-made woman in comics. Yeah, that's her superpower. What about Moira McTaggart? Is she just not as interesting? But she's pretty self-made. Isn't she like a scientist or something? Everything I know about Moira McTaggart, I know from the X-Men cartoon series. Oh, by the way, like, you know how they're going to do X-Men 96 on Disney Plus? Did you see that they basically got, I don't want to say everyone, like all of the voice cast, but like they got George Booza back to play Beast, for example. Like, I think that they got as many of the voice actors as they possibly could, if not all of them. Now, that is commitment. Getting back, like, the artist that can replicate that art style, that's nice. But getting back the original voice actors, that's huge. Jab is saying... Wait, hold on. There's so much chat. Grumpy said that... Grumpy claims that Moo said that just doing things with him... sucks the life out of her. Which she might have said, but I reserve the right to say, to hear from her. And Moo was also agreeing with Jelly Buns that grocery shopping, drains her as well. I'm fine with grocery shopping, but as I've shared in the past, that's mostly because we go grocery shopping very early in the morning. Like, roll out of bed, go directly to the store, and go get in and out as quickly as possible.
Good girl, Charlie.
Okay. Hooray! One of Charlie's combat abilities has been upgraded. Pet Charlie at least once a day to keep building her bond with the hunter. Patikan, I think Patikan is turning in. Patikan, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow for what might be the launch of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think Patikan had indicated that he might put something, like inject something else, but I hope he moves on to Shadow of the Tomb Raider. That's a very good game. Okay, on the map, is there anybody else? Yes. Doctor Strange has something to say in the Forge. Also, wasn't it, Rose McGowan? No. I'm trying to remember who played Moira McTaggart in the X-Men movies.
I'm a bit out of sorts. I don't have anything to do at the moment. Am I actually having a bit of downtime?
Seems like it.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Who's that woman who was in Damages? She was the star of Damages? I want to say that she was also in 28 Weeks Later. I'm completely blanking her name right now. Isn't it Rose something? Story DLC. That's right. It's the story DLC for Rise for tomorrow. And then Thursday will be Shadow of the Tomb Raider. He's not going to like Rest Stop. You need a hobby, or I wish I had that luxury. I'm going to go with you need a hobby.
You need something to keep your hands occupied. Some kind of hobby.
Well, I am a pretty good cook when I have the time. Putting ingredients in a pot isn't much different than casting a spell.
Just do not confuse the two.
Truer than you might think. Someday I will have to tell you the horrific tale of my last souffle. I barely escaped with my life.
I do not think you will have to wait long for some other crisis to appear.
Yes, I think you are right. I should cherish this time while I have it. For the moment, I will just be.
I love just being. Like, seriously, to have a little bit of time when there's nothing happening. Jelly Buns was saying, a lot of the time I'll wear my sound dampening headphones, but my head and chest are so full of stuff that I don't want more pressure. Also, Jelly Buns was voting for Squirrel Girl when... Jelly Buns, did you see that they were actually working on a Squirrel Girl series? And it was going to star the actor who plays the Sprint or AT&T woman at the store when you go to buy it. Oh, hi. That actor was gonna play Squirrel Girl, and there's like production stills and stuff of her like in costume and stuff. I don't know why they decided to abandon it.
Hunter, hello.
The Hounds of Aran? Though we think of a hellhound's terrible visage and destructive power when we call it to mind, it is said that tamed hellhounds of Aran, those of the legendary Wild Hunt, needed only the love of their master for subsistence. Aran was said to give affection to each of his hounds every morning, and thereby they each grew stronger and stronger over time until they were a fearsome pack indeed. Oh boy, there's like, as with so many things, there's somebody who knows who Aran is and is like super jazzed that they got a name drop in here. Also, Jelly Buns was asking who is playing Doctor Strange in this game. I am not sure. It would probably be on IMDb, but I've learned to be very careful about even trying to find out voice actors of something that I don't want to have spoiled, because you can accidentally pick up a lot of information from like glancing over a cast list. I've learned the hard way. So October 12th, 1927. My lord and master, forgive the lack of preamble, but I write to you urgently with tidings that may hold hope for all of our kind. A winged messenger brings me news of a codex, seen with her own two eyes, unlike any other. She described Akkadian script, hieroglyphs, and languages unknown to her. It is my belief that this is the Darkhold, the Book of Sins itself. I feel this truth deep in my bones. The spells of Cthulhu have traveled across deep chasms of time, through many lands, and are now close at hand. It is in the possession of a transient scholar, an aristocrat named Rusov. The centuries-long search may soon be over, and the spells, including the Montesi formula, will be under your control. Awaiting your bidding as always, signed L. Okay, there's nothing back here. I keep thinking this, like, iPad is going to be something, and it never is. Squirrel Girl needs to be thick anyhow, says Jelly Buns. Jelly Buns had heard that, and Sam Lander's also sad that it's no longer happening. I would have been curious just to see what it is. I don't know any... I know absolutely nothing about Squirrel Girl. Wait, Fox, is More Than a Mia now streaming? Like, I know that wasn't the original plan, but if, like, that could just be like a joke or a riff on I love having time to myself. But if Mia is streaming, I would want to be able to raid over. I'm only streaming today because she had announced that she wasn't going to be on. Okay. Wait, okay, before I do this, is there... I don't think there's anything else, right? We went down our checklist, we did our daily things, we even pet Charlie. We're going to save. We have on our new suit. We didn't check Superlink yet. Okay, just now. So, she's saying that for the next meeting, we're going to want to have 10 death caps, 10 moonflowers, and 50 attack essence. More ingredients for better trinkets. I don't have that stuff, though. 10 death caps. I don't think I have any of that stuff. Okay. Super tired of pressing the wrong button. Messages. We did messages. Gallery. Right. I love the fact that all of our missions are commemorated in, like, unique comic book covers. That is super cool. Drian never quite got the appeal of Squirrel Girl. Jelly Buns is saying it's the thighs for me. Okay, and Fox was saying it was just a joke. Sorry for the false alarm. No worries. Like, I was still going to do the next story mission, but yeah, if Mia and Chivalry worked out whatever the technical issue was, I would love to write. So let me just look. Deathcap, Moonflower, Attack Essence. Let me go over to inventory. Yeah, literally none of it. None of it. Oh, wait, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put any of the artifacts on the thing. That's what I was forgetting to do. Darn it. Agatha's altar. We should have been putting the artifacts on here.
Was this bowl always here?
Place item. Whoops.
This looks like it belongs here.
Hold on. Well, I would have done the wand anyway.
Almost as if it were meant to be here.
Okay, I just got to remember to come back tonight, and then we can sacrifice that and get something. So it wants to call my attention to heroes. So we can do an edit deck. Yeah, I wanted to check this as well. So Blood Magic Plus should probably be in the deck somewhere. It's a skill, though. Well, we should replace one of these blood magics, then. Okay, so we've done that. Empower is a pretty good ability. I feel like with Blood Magic Plus, we could probably... Still trying to work out this interface. Let's go for Empower instead of like a second Blood Magic. Oh, but I do have Empower Plus. So what would I rather have for a skill? Or no, I can't do another attack. Yeah. So... Blood Magic or Empower are really the only choices. Go with another Blood Magic. Because it's a nice boost for, like, our side. Confirm. And then we're going to go over to Magic, who we also got, like, a kick ability. I love the look of kick. It's a heal to the face. So, here's the thing. I actually like quick soul slash a lot. Crud. There's nothing here I don't want to have. So, yeah, let's take this and do kick. And then if I could possibly do like an upgrade to quick soul slash, that'd be pretty cool. All right, we're going to head back to the Abbey. Dren says, I'm too much a whole package kind of NB. I gotta have more than just sexy arms, I mean thighs. Jellybun says, I just get excited to see a hero in a comic book that looks like me. Jurian says, definitely representation is important. Jab says she just always wins when she should not. Wait, is that, Squirrel Girl? And that's something, wait. Jellybun's, okay, hold on. Moo was saying, Drian, I just posted a pic of Bobo and the Frisbee so you can see what I was talking about in the Critters channel of your Discord. Oh, I want to see this too. And then Jellybuns was saying that's something that we don't have in common. Oh, maybe that was Fox McCloud who says, my only hero is the Punisher. The Punisher in general kind of bounces off of me, but the Punisher television series kind of turned that around, and John Barenthal is very, very good in that role. There's this one moment, and it's the most subtle thing in the world. There's this one moment when, of all things, he sits down in like a swiveling office chair, pivots it, and like slides forward towards somebody that he's going to address it. And I swear to God, of all the things that happen in the entire series, that's the moment that sticks in my mind the most, because there is a mechanical, practiced military precision to this specific movement that I cannot put into words. But I remember watching him do this and be like, did he practice sitting down in an office chair and like swiveling it and like sliding forward? It's I don't even remember what episode or what season it was, but it was impressive. It's such a weird thing to like stick in my mind, but it really did like make an impression on it. What is Angel going to do when he takes off and has like 50 people in chatting here? Jelly buns? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how people catch up. So we are doing the story mission, but I just want to look at what would be available. Defeat the heavy enemies. Why is this lit up? It's like glittery. I'm not doing it. We're going to do the story mission now. That's it. There's nothing else to do. We even put the artifact up. Yep. Okay. Spider-Man lured Venom away from the Sanctum, but now the Midnight Suns need to step in and help the web-slinger out. It's been like 4 weeks since we did that. Continue. Yep.
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition on every surveillance camera in the cloud. They just keep moving too fast.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nothing.
Well, your inflection on that last dactyl was perfect. Perhaps a magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
You know, you really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
On to plan C. Well, more like D.
Norman won't mind if I borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th. Well, between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live. And they're trending.
Hashtag Big Alien Apple.
Not bad.
Thanks. Now imagine if you had just asked for our help sooner.
No time for an after-school special. Patching it through. Patching it all through.
We need to hurry.
Oh, okay. I guess Spider-Man is on the team. There we go. But I thought Doctor Strange had to be with us. Like, it wouldn't let us do this mission when Doctor Strange wasn't available, so we're gonna bring him. Also, he's low level, so we would want to do that. Okay. Do I get to... Probably not. Okay. Can I edit hero at all? Chain strike. Target will be KO'd. If the target will be KO'd, chain to another target, maximum of 2 targets. Quick kick is knockback and quick. Spider sense, draw 2 Spider-Man characters, cards rather, and gain 1 fast, which reduces the cost of heroic cards by 1. And then thwip, apply bind, which is makes a target unable to act, not removed with damage, negates protection. Oh, nice. That would be so helpful against the shield guys. All right, Spider-Man. Wait, can we customize Spider-Man even though we haven't even met him yet? Demon Spider, otherwise known as just Carnage, and Symbiote Spider. That is a good-looking Venom suit, I gotta say. Also, you can do pallets on this? Hold on a second. I don't want to equip this, but I very much want to see what the pallets would be. Hold on. I love how, like, veiny it is. And then red. Oh my god, it's the Arachnid Avenger from Earth vs. the Spider. But no, no, hold on. We are, at least for our first mission, we're just gonna have regular Spider-Man. We haven't even earned any suits yet. Okay, let's hit it.
We must contain this quickly before Lilith's corruption spreads to others.
I saw so many angry faces the last time I was there. It may be too late.
Ah, yes. I'm afraid that was just a typical New Yorker.
Sorry, Triana's saying... Carol over there looking similar to me makes me want to do a double take.
Venom has taken to the rooftops, and he's tossing just about anything he can find onto the streets below. There are innocent people down there. Get them to safety before it's too late.
Jab has always preferred the classic spider suit. When I played the Insomniac Spider-Man, I didn't change his costume at all because it felt like there was a story reason for him to have that particular outfit.
Stay safe, ma'am!
I should probably tell you the same thing.
Jeez, you'd think he'd at least have tennis elbow or something by now?
Spider-Man, we shall squash your bones and bring them home to Mother!
Subdue this animal and bring it to Site 1.
We'll squish your face and eat your...
I'd seriously consider switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the coworkers.
I hope somebody has told Yuri Lowenthal that he's a really good Spider-Man. Sam Lander loves Spider-Man, also liked Hydra Bob. Okay, so, rescue civilians. Rescue the trapped civilians. Generate heroism to use the rescue civilian card. Watch out for objects thrown by fallen Venom. So, there's not a lot of, like, objectives that, like bonus objectives or something that I take really seriously, but if you throw the opportunity to, like, save civilians... This came up in Wildermyth, too. Like, oh my god. Imagine not doing this because it was inconvenient. Fallen Venom is hurling objects at the heroes. Any heroes inside the targeted area will take damage at the end of the turn. Use move or abilities to reposition heroes and avoid damage. Knock enemies into the targeted area to turn the tables on them.
Never surrender!
Really nice of you all to come by and visit the old neighborhood. I'd say let's all stop for a group selfie, but Eddie might get a little jealous.
Okay,
I cannot fathom why one of my mother's fallen is so obsessed with you.
I'm not sure what any of that means, but Eddie and I were doing our thing here in New York way before those horns grew out of his head. I've never known him to pick on civilians, though. We need to get these people out of his way.
Okay, so we can move Spider-Man pretty easily by doing a chain strike. It's a lot of damage to spend on a couple minions, though. Okay, Winds of Watum is a better choice for us right now. Let's do this, and we're gonna knock this guy into this guy.
Let's give it a go. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon higher...
And that gets us an extra thing. So he's no longer in the, like, path. So let's have Spider-Man do a rescue civilian. Which is also gonna, I think, move him out of the way.
We'll take care of the rest.
Good, okay. Now... Hunter, we need to move Hunter out of the way, and Hunter doesn't have any cards that move her. So if we're going to do a move with anybody, it should be Hunter. We don't have the heroism to throw this crate or to kick this couch. Give hero cards in your hand. In your hand, plus 9 damage. I don't have a lot of damage cards right now. We could redraw Fortify to see if we have something that moves Hunter and does a damage. But then again, actually this is perfect. 3 enemies are targeting Hunter, so all we really need to do is to like have her move and use Fortify. So we're gonna try to do that. If we use Spider Sense, if the target will be KO'd, nobody here is going to be KO'd by that attack yet. Okay, so let's use Spider Sense.
Here we go. This should help.
Okay, we have 1 card play left. I can move Hunter at any time, but I'd really, really like to use her Fortify ability when I do it. I have 2... Yeah, so I could kick the couch, or I could throw this. It'd do 20 points of damage, which isn't enough to, like, really bother these guys. And this feels a little bit like a waste, because it's only gonna hit 1 guy. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move Hunter here, and we're gonna have her crack this guy in the head with a... Okay, no one's in danger from getting hit. I don't have any abilities that, like, turn them around. And with so many people attacking Hunter, I feel like Fortify is the way to go.
Welcome assistance.
Now, nobody used a move. I do have 2 heroism. Oh, I mean, we could, yeah, let's hit this guy with a second, thing. It's just, who do I want to do it? Doctor Strange.
A moment.
Okay, is there anything else we can do before we end the turn? No, okay.
Forever in service. I'll handle it.
Lilith would be embarrassed by your weakness.
Giving her a little bit of counter is awesome.
Serve her with honor.
I don't know what Frenzy does.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra on how to control her new pet. Can't say I feel sorry for them, but there's still civilians trapped here too.
Force Venom... Well, he's already targeting Spider-Man's position.
It's a comm system, the same one I activated in your suit.
Right, that was gonna be my next guess.
So, here's an option. I move Spider-Man here, taunt Venom so that the attack comes down here, and then go rescue the civilian? Is that... That feels like the thing to do. So I'm just thinking through the ramifications of that. Because if I don't, like, if it doesn't center on Spider-Man, it could wind up coming down on Hunter. Let's first rescue the civilian. And, oh! No, what if we did a chain strike on this guy, which does knock him out, and then we could chain away from here? Yeah, hold on. I do sort of... But then again, why are we doing the taunt at that point? Okay. We're going to do a chain strike because it sounds cool and fun. Let's do a chain strike on this guy. And... Who else is everybody attacking? I don't know who this person's attacking. We could knock out that guy or that guy. Or we could mess this guy up some. And before I do that, should I also use this... Sorry, didn't I have something that also gave, like, everybody... Yeah, give hero cards in your hand plus 9 damage. Because now I've got more attacks. Like, a lot more, actually. So... Okay, I'm going to do this, because it feels like a good time to use it.
Prepare yourself.
A gift from ancient traditions.
Now we'll do Chain Strike. We're going to hit this guy to kill him. And then this guy to take away like half of his hit points.
Looks like it's up to me.
I am impressed.
And that gets him outside the attack radius. I've got one card play, so it must be Rescue Civilian. Who do I want to move over there to do it? Probably Doctor Strange?
This one is safe, relatively speaking.
All civilians are safe. Defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission.
Civilians are clear. It's open season on Hydra and their pet monstrosity.
They will be the next to fall in the hunt.
Wow. You two ever work with a guy named Craven?
Alright, so we can kick the couch into this guy. I don't have a lot of abilities to, like, reposition dudes, and I am all out of card plays. If I redraw, I'm not going to get anything more. I can reposition. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't we do this, I feel like? Except I might hit Spider-Man. Okay, so then new plan. Let's move Spider-Man so that we don't hit Spider-Man. They did a great job with, like, little incidental animations here. Oh, look, we actually do hit 2 guys.
This one's for
That was unexpectedly effective. Okay. That's everything.
What's our contingency plan?
Apparently, hit people with a stick.
This should get you going.
Oh, I meant to look up what Frenzy is. Is there a way for me to check that here in the thing?
You do not know who I am, do you?
Now's your chance to hone those skills of yours. Don't leave any Hydra standing.
Takes their turn after 3 cards are played. Oh, so if I play 3 cards, that guy just gets to go then? Okay. So we definitely want to move Doctor Strange. I would like to do the axe, but I'd like to have as much, or at least 4 heroism. So let's do... This will, yeah, generate some more heroism.
Take that!
Leave some for the rest of us.
I like the fact that Spider-Man kicks this guy so hard that he vaporizes part of the curb. Oh, just the overall violence. So let's do +6 offense for everybody. I probably should have done this before I did the Spider-Man attack, but... Oh, and that, like an idiot, that took me down below the 4. It would have been +36 damage if I hadn't done that. God damn it. So, option 2 would be try to throw this guy with the whip into the circle, except now where Spider-Man is, I don't feel like that's going to work out. So, let's just do the axe attack.
Let me show you.
You've been deceived by Lilith.
Okay, the
and it
plus
may
36
very well
damage
cost
wouldn't
you
have
your
taken him
life.
down anyway. And then I've already used all the environment attacks, and yeah, we're done.
There's only so much I can do here.
Like the last guy standing.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay.
You have no idea what you've started.
Hunter hasn't had a lot of opportunities to do things, so let's do a slash on this guy.
I'm afraid you might not make it back from this one.
Really? He's still kicking
Lilith
after
has
that?
sent you
Okay.
here to die. I hope you are prepared.
Spider-Man, we need to play one more card before we can move Spider-Man. I would love for Doctor Strange to not be standing there, but what we can... Oh, no, we can't. I was going to say what we could do... Okay, yes, we can. We're going to play one more card, then we're going to have Spider-Man move someplace else, taunt Venom, and then use an ability to get out of the way. So let's do a slash attack on this guy. And maybe that will just end the round. The trouble with that ability, though, is like, look, it's going to put her inside the circle. I think we're going to be okay.
You were too weak for this fight.
Yeah, as long as the combat ends, then we don't have to worry about what Venom throws.
No more games. No more running. You can't stop us, heroes. But we hope you try.
Defeat Fallen Venom to complete the mission. Fallen Venom symbiote binds can be broken by attacking them with hero abilities. Yeah, that was like episode 1. I remember it.
Your tiny bones.
Okay.
Don't suppose you'd let us actually try and help you, Eddie?
Help us. Help us. You took everything from us, Spider-Man. And now we will take your world.
Gonna put that down as a definite maybe.
I can throw Venom directly into the electrical generator, or I could throw him into this and kill both of those dudes at the same time. Yeah, is there anything I can do to make that even more painful? Give drawn attacks plus 9 damage. Here we go. Give hero cards in your hand plus 9 damage until played or discarded. Which they're almost all attacks. So, yeah, let's do this first.
Watch closely.
Now we're gonna whip Venom directly into those tanks. I don't know why they laid out some random gas tanks right in the middle of this office district, but I'm glad they did.
No mercy, servants.
No time to lick our wounds.
Hello to Harmonious Crow. Crow, I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far. Hold on, I'm just taking a look here. Draw the last 2 attacks played. Yes. Yes, yes, because then we can whip him into this thing. Doctor Strange. Kind of seems like a high maintenance dude, but he is really good for...
Transcendent.
Oh, but I'm out of card plays, so I can't actually do it this turn. That's okay. We can still hit him real hard. Let's give Spider-Man the chance to take this strike, right?
Coming at you.
And that, I think, is everything I have, because he's outside of range of any of this stuff. Yeah, Crow, I hope you're having a great Tuesday.
puny.
We had a good weekend, too.
Struggling.
Managed to get myself.
7 points of damage. Sir, you're going to have to do better than that.
Coming in quick.
Crow, if you're just coming in, this is the very first story mission that we've done in a hot minute.
He's the expert when it comes to venom.
Thanks. I recommend giving him a wide berth, especially if he's feeling huggy.
33 points left, huh? I think here's what we're going to do. We're going to do quick kick to get Doctor Strange out of the binds. That's going to... No, I know it is, but do the damage to him.
Sorry, but you had it coming.
And I think he does get the card play refund because the binds counted as an enemy. Yes. And now he's repositioned so that now he can do... Oh, that was really his only thing. What I was hoping to do is like kick this guy into Venom. Maybe if we use Spider Sense.
Here we go again.
This is turning out to be a pretty good game.
Feeling it.
Very different. Yeah, I agree. It is perfect. Yeah, let's hit this guy, and then we get a free attack on Venom on the way past.
Try this on for size.
Okay, so if we do a melee attack on him, that's like a problem. But I think that applying bind to him doesn't count. And one way or the other, I mean, we can do 126 points of damage to him. Yeah, screw it.
Time for
You make an excellent partner.
Yeah, downed is one way to put it. We did 126 points of damage to somebody with like 13 hit points. Powerful enemies like Venom may have multiple lives and will have to be KO'd multiple times to be defeated. I wish I had known that a moment ago, game. Can I hit him some more, or is that just... Is that dirty pool? No, he's still down. Okay, so let's do... Well, I'll tell you what then. I may not be able to hit him directly, but I can throw this guy into him. It may not count, but it's funny. As Homer's Crow says, this is not even his final form. Okay, well, I mean, we got some cool stuff we can do here.
Your struggles are pointless, and they spoil the meat.
Is he always like this? I wouldn't take it personally. Eddie always gets extra grumpy when he's hungry. Think he's bad. You should see Jameson if he doesn't get his morning bagel. Man, I'm good.
Okay, happy to have a leveled up Spider-Man. Level 6. He's now officially our highest level dude. So, he's not going to be KO'd, not yet. Quick kick is really nice if we can throw him into that. I don't think we can do that from where we are. Oh, we can. Okay, now, if I do damage to him, then the stun comes off. So I actually want to stop doing that. I, in retrospect, probably should have saved that for last. But what I can do is Dark Heal. This is going to cause 13 points of damage to Hunter, but somebody gets back up to full health, which is going to be Hunter. So we're going to do Dark Heal to Hunter. Oh, we can't do it to Hunter. Okay, so let's do it to Spider-Man.
It is the least I can do.
This way we're not doing damage to Venom, but also
it is all
still doing something.
Monoforms are for the weak.
As Grumpy said, that was a giant waste of a hero combo. Yeah, I would have saved it if I'd known.
It appears they've bolstered their forces.
Okay, so I think we need to move Hunter away from that. Yes. Okay, so...
Nothing can save you from us, little spider. Not heroes.
Yeah.
Not puny soldiers. We will never stop until you are ours.
I believe him. We need to put an end to this fight soon before he brings down the entire city.
Hell.
Yeah, like that hero combo, Grumpy, would come in super handy right now. So, Winds of Watoomb, the issue is we're not in a good position to do this. Like, we can kill that guy, but... And we probably will, because it's still quick. But we are at maximum heroism, so I would really... We could use this. We could hit him with... $62 points of damage, but that's not enough to put him down. And yeah, Doctor Strange winds up at like close range. Chain Strike would have similarly leave Spider-Man inside the blast radius, which doesn't seem like a good idea. Do we know exactly where Thwip will leave us? It doesn't show, which indicates that he doesn't move. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and if it moves Spider-Man into the radius, I'm gonna be a little bit miffed.
Now that
Did that also... Oh, that disarmed his bomb. Oh, it's on now, son.
This will...
I probably should have done the quick attack before that. Yep, that was a waste. I was just really excited to axe attack. So this guy's gonna get an attack. That's dumb, but whatever.
Mother tells us to hurry.
What manner of creature are you?
Sorry, Doctor Strange. That was 10 points of damage you didn't need to take.
We sense your fear, heroes.
Okay.
We can taste it.
And something bad just happened. Are we still live? So the game just crashed all the way out and gave an unhandled exception. Boo! Hold on. I will send and close. There we go. Still live. Now, the good news is I believe the game like saves after almost every turn. I think that when we've looked into that, like, let's find out. But this is the first sort of technical problem that I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to affect my opinion on the game. Let's go back in. It's punishing you for not playing optimally. Yeah, it's going to give me a chance to remake my mistakes with better and more colorful ones this time. Yeah, let's see. But like when we've looked into like the load game system, or like even when we looked into save, it's always like end of turn for like, you know, Doctor Strange. If it's the start of that combat encounter, that'll be a pisser. And if it's at the start of like the whole mission, like if it's all the way back at the start of the mission, that'll be a thing. But let's see where we wind up. Oh, and hello to Ride-A-Bike, who says, I think that's what happens when you lose a mission. It kicks you all the way out to the desktop. Venom's final revenge against Spider-Man is crashing the game. That would be some, what was it, Eternal Darkness stuff? Or Near Automata, for that matter. Yeah, so let's see what we get back into. It was quite an error log, too. Like, it was a whole, like, thing that came up. It was like, oh, it crashed with an unhandled exception and all this information. So I did hit submit and send. It's that XCOM legacy. Okay, yeah, look at where it is. He's still bound. Okay, you know, thumbs up. I don't like crashes, but it could have been a lot worse, right? And that is actually the end of our turn. So now the key is, as long as it doesn't crash again.
The pain would be bearable if only he would stop talking.
Okay, just don't crash on me twice and we're cool, Marvel Midnight Suns. Alright. So...
Sense your fear, heroes. We can taste it. A sweet...
No! As soon as I choose a thing, it crashes out. We're very sorry that this crash occurred. So, unfortunately, the best option that I have at my disposal is to restart the whole system and then go back in. The trouble is that would obviously end the stream. So let's hit send and let me hit send and restart, which is the other option here. I wonder if it's going to restart the game. I bet that it does. The next option would be we could like go in and just like dial all the graphical settings down or something. That is awful, says Trien. Yeah, a repeatable crash at this particular point where it's like, now I can't progress the mission. That sucks. And then it would raise the question about like, what if we can't get through this, but we could like start from an earlier point in the mission? I'd probably still do it on stream because what would it save? Like 15 minutes just like going through the mission quietly by myself and then load back from there? Maybe we can load a save from a few turns earlier. That's a good idea. Even one turn earlier might make the difference. Okay, so let's not make any changes at this screen yet. Because, I mean, honestly, who knows? But we have every reason to believe that if we change nothing, it will just crash again. So, okay, so here's the problem. I have this end of turn save, and then I've got it from before the mission started. It doesn't look like there's a save from earlier inside the same mission. So, then let's try something completely different. We'll go to options, and we're going to... You know what? Let's potato quality this. Let's go to low. Okay. So if the crash is in any way memory or system related, by dialing everything down to maximum, that might help. And I'm going to do it one better. I'm so sorry for the blackness, but this is live troubleshooting, everybody. We're trying to avoid restarting the computer. Let me hit exit, and then yes. And then I'm going to go back in now that everything's set to low, and we're going to treat this like safe mode, and maybe we can get in this way. It's okay if you have to go offline for a few minutes and start the computer. At issue is because these, and like, this is a limitation that exists for like me. Like everyone else in the world would consider that a low cost. For me, because it would truncate the episode, like this is episode 4. In the playlist, we'd have episode 4 and then 4.95, which would be like the last 5 minutes of the mission. It'd be like, no, it would always be like a weird issue. So let's see if we get this. We're going to go in on like super low mode. We'll also be able to see the game, by the way, at its lowest quality settings. So that'll be fun as well. Okay, continue. And then, you know the other thing I'll do? When we load in, let me do anything that isn't an attack. We'll just try to move. Like, just literally just do a regular move. Okay, so... And you know what? Let's, redraw... I would really want to use this, though, is the... But fuck it. I mean, I can't use anything if the game crashes. I'm just doing anything that we can. Oh, here's a hero combo. If we live long enough, we can do this. And then... Charm of Clarity. Gain a redraw free. No, I'll just hold on to this. Also, I gotta say, at minimum quality settings, it doesn't look bad. It's still a really good looking game. That's it. I'm going to end the turn.
You're too strong for you.
I should have deflected that.
Well, this is good because he didn't hit Hunter this time. That's a change. Oh, and you know one other thing that we could potentially do? Let me make a new save right here. Hold on. Save. New save. Kinda crashing. Confirm. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Think you're just picking up a whiff of garlic from DeCarlo's. Tell you what, call off this ending the world
I'm still
thing,
here.
and lunch is on me.
Okay. I wanted everybody to stop talking. I'm literally going for, like, what is the greatest stability boost that we can give this? Okay. Every time I choose Winds of Watum, it crashes. So let's do Chain Strike. Here and here.
Oh, this should be good. This is a great victory, everyone.
Is it? It feels like a great victory.
Mother's strength is eternal. We are eternal.
He fights like a damned Wendigo.
Unstoppable. Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying. Huh. Not my worst idea ever. Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invaders since Thanos. Spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the kids tell me. I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
I like the fact that you could actually see his, like, web triggers on his wrists. That's a super nice detail. And yeah, this game looks pretty sharp on the lowest detail settings. Okay. That was a 3-star rating. As far as I know, that's the highest rating that we can get at this difficulty, so I'm cool with it. Foxconn was saying, wait, are we supposed to believe those speakers weren't plugged into anything? But everybody's saying they were wireless. They were all Bluetooth speakers. Battery powered. Oh, Spider-Man doesn't come back with us? Join a hangout. Okay, well... Okay,
Hey.
the shadows are a little rough.
Well done driving off that monstrosity Venom before he took an even bigger chunk out of our dear friend Spider-Man. Thankfully, Dr. Strange is tending to him in the barracks. At some point, you should check up on him. Make our new guest feel welcome.
Okay, I could probably dial, like, the graphics and stuff back up, but let's not risk it. It was extremely good that we were able to get past that combat. I'm glad that we have. This feels like... Oh, you know what? I want to see if the reflection isn't messed up anymore. Hold on. No, it's still super messed up. Okay. Sorry, just reading through. 3 Michelin stars would eat again. Dran said, good job, Angel. I'm glad it worked out, because that was... for anybody that might not know the way that I handle things like this... Yeah, let's save over day 1. If we play the whole rest of the game and there's never any other like really impactful technical problem, then I will probably like forget that this even happened and it's all good. If this is a harbinger of things to come, where the game just randomly hits certain circumstances where like you've gotta make suboptimal choices to get around a problem, I will have a greater understanding of what Jab was saying of like some reviewers having a really bad experience with this. But let's see, let's see what happens here. A white belt says, so since you changed 2 things, you're not yet sure if it's graphics quality or something else about that one ability that was causing crash the desktop. That's true. The first rule of troubleshooting is change one thing at a time and see exactly when it stops being broken. And there I changed several things. I dialed the graphics all the way down, went in, and then deliberately made other changes. The goal there is less about providing to the developers a clear sense of like, this is exactly what the crash is and how to fix it, and more, I want to complete the mission without losing all my progress. So that's where it comes true. But a white belt is absolutely correct. If you're trying to troubleshoot a technical problem, your best bet is to change one thing at a time and then see if it fixes. Change one thing, see if it fixes. White belt says, when are thighs ever too thick? Only when they clip right through the clothing that you're wearing. When you start hitting no clip errors, then I feel like you've hit that point. This is going to be a good place to call it. At only 3 hours, it will be our shortest episode of Marvel Midnight Suns, but I feel like going much further, like I said, is really daring the game to get even less stable. I am still having a great time with this game. I'm looking forward to the next episode very, very much, and that is most likely going to be on the weekend. The reason for that is that tomorrow will be Wednesday, and we'll be streaming... if we get a chance to stream at all, it would be just ahead of More Than Amiya when she goes live at 5, and I believe she's kicking off a brand new game tomorrow. I think tomorrow might be the launch of Ori and the Blind Forest, but I'm not 100% sure. Then on Thursday, if we get a chance to stream something, it would most likely be Subnautica Below Zero, and then Friday, if we stream anything at all, it would be very short. Sorry, is this... Okay, it's not Crash, it's just not animated at all. That's weird. I thought that it was, but maybe that's because we turned all the graphics down. Does it stop animating the main menu if you turn the graphics down? Hey, you kept us in your stream. Good troubleshooting, man. I'm more relieved than you can know that it worked out, because the alternative was to end the episode near the end of the mission and then go live in the future to see if we could fix it later, which would have been a real bummer. Maybe you can attach the pawn shoot. Grumpy, I definitely Grumpy is so jazzed for this. I'm looking forward to it. Grumpy, you've really sold up this like prawn suit attachment point, but no matter what, that actually will be the first thing that we do. Thank you for the follow to Ride a Bike and a White Belt. Lucha Freddy. Okay, on the way out, Lucha Freddy, I got a chance to see your magic screenshots that you sent over from Marvel Strike Force, if I'm remembering it correctly. What was striking to me was not only the commonality, like the similarity of the costume from Magic, but the similarity of the character model. Like, I know that they're modeling after how she probably looks in the comics, but even within those bounds, it looked like they were working from like a similar engine or something. Like, it was so similar. I really appreciated you sending me that, because it feels like different developers working on different games of a different scope are still trying to unify the way that the character is presented, and that is very cool. So I'm glad that you you shared that. Skilly1 is saying thank you for the stream, as is Harmonious Crow. Grumpy says good night, and Moo is saying sings Let It Go at Grumpy. And then it says hello to Freddy. Yeah, the only bummer is that we didn't get a chance to spend more time with more of the characters, but you know, that's the way it's going to go. It's just like Wildermyth. Certain episodes are going to feature certain characters more than others, and hopefully next time we'll get more of a chance to spend time with Ghost Rider and Captain Marvel, and maybe Spider-Man, who, Ghost Rider and Captain Marvel basically didn't really appear in this episode, which I want to level up more with Ghost Rider. Anyway, let's go find somebody fun to raid, and we'll see you as soon as tomorrow for another great stream. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.